but can't nobody critique his. Like, come on, yo, that's crazy. Calling science a religion, you know, you following a religion. He can say all of that stuff, you know what I mean, to challenge your information. But the moment you challenge what he's saying, he don't want to debate. Like, come on, yo, man.
Well, shit, nigga, it never was a debate. It never was in
religion. He can say all of that stuff, you know what I mean, to challenge your information.
That's you.
Yeah, that was the feedback.
Yeah, you know he can't do that and get away with it. It's 2018. I mean 2019 going 2020. Yo, we got him.
Yeah, he in it now.
Yeah, we rustling up all the pseudos. I'm gonna make a pseudo list. Because now it's dangerous now. Before, you know what I mean, it was like, ha, 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 you don't believe in evolution. Ha, 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 ha. But I always knew, yo, I was coming for their heads for real. It's just time to chop heads off again. Like I took out, you know what I mean? I started at the bottom with the young pseudos, with Mr. Inky, Stinky Inky, and all them, right? Smashed all them up real well. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time to get the old people. It's time to go get the Godfathers now. It is what it is. It's that time. Yeah. But I made sure I started with the people who act like they was who was promoting Kemet first. And you know, you clean house from the inside out. So I was on that. Y'all ain't know what I was doing. That's the hell I was on. Let me get the elders, you know what I mean, in our community, the ones that supposed to be rocking Egypt and rocking Dr. Ben. Let me go get them first, right? So when I go get Dr. Feelgood, you know what I'm saying, and the rest of them, then you can't say nothing about it because I started on the inside out. It's been a long time coming. You're right, Sheffrin. Yeah, he jumped into it. Feet first. No, head first.
Head first.
Head first. Jumped in it. You don't never have a conversation with me. Yeah, you slipping. Come on, man. Yeah. Super slip. We're gonna need super slipping. Let me see. Send this link out one more time, man.
Where my man Unbiased at? He working?
I ain't working, slipping. Put it in the thing. It ain't working. Let me see, get this in. Let me hit him on Wishman comments. It's rather funny there, bro.
All right.
Well, finish saying what you were saying though, Sheriff. You don't gotta shut up.
Oh no, I mean that's what it is though, yo. He out there. So you know what I mean? He can get his information critique just like anybody else. It was a good thing. I think like last week, Zion jumped out there, Zion Lex jumped out there and said some stuff. So now we got some stuff to work with on him real proper.
What did he say? You know I know he was talking shit. What did he say? About some vaccines?
No, he was saying Sankofa, Ghana, and Ashanti was Hebrew words. I'm like, yeah, keep them talking. You keep people like that talking, man. Like, cause once they stick their foot in, we can prove that they liars. You know what I mean? We can prove that they liars, but you know,
yeah,
so.
Man.
Hey man, my fear is that I think that some people don't even care that they are liars, yo. They rather get a black lie than a white truth.
Dang. That's sir, yeah. Yeah.
That's my problem. Is that they rather get the black lie than a white truth, yo. Because they end up making it about color all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So if this, you know, the color of somebody's skin ain't got no, you know, if they telling the truth, man, that's all that matter, man. The truth ain't nobody's friend, yo.
Right, and it don't have a color.
Nope.
Y'all getting it wrong, man. The white man is the devil.
You're right. You're right.
The government is white.
You're right.
They're trying to kill us.
Man, they just had a debate on sign that a dude was saying we shouldn't even vote. Like, I was just disgusted. I'm like, yo, what is this world? Like, yo, it be the chat that messed me up though, y'all. The chat support the most ignorant stuff. Like, oh man, God was on there telling Jabari we shouldn't vote. Like
Man, do me a favor, man. Don't mention that nigga name, man. I don't like hearing that nigga name.
Yeah, we gotta draw a line in the sand, like we were drawing a line in the sand earlier. Intellectuals should set the standard for consciousness, not pseudoscience.
Yeah.
Pseudoscience right now is, again, it's surviving. I'm not going to say it's emerging. I'm going to say it's surviving because the challenge from the intellectual hasn't been set or made to them to actually prove themselves. They run from that challenge. So the intellectual has to set that standard. So we have to go back to ground zero in consciousness. And what I mean by ground zero in consciousness was, how was this entire foundation built? And you know, we got to go back and show and prove that this is not what our ancestors wanted from this community. It's turned into a comedy show. You know what I mean? Like they taking consciousness as a joke, as an entertaining joke. When these people used to meet in people's houses and people's living rooms and disseminate information and write books and articles and journals and challenge not only each other but white academia and so on and so forth. They was serious information. They were actually putting programs together to challenge the school systems. They were GED programs. They were doing all of these things to move the people forward. And then all of a sudden, the ball dropped, and then we just started believing again. So we have to challenge them, you know, and whoever want to step up and accept the challenge, it's time to show and prove. If you so-called metaphysical, if you so-called, you know, vibrating on a different level, if you can astral project and all them things, if you crystal healing and all them, you know, it's time to show and prove. Accept the challenge. Demonstration beats conversation. Put your argument in context in a book or a journal format and get it critiqued.
Well, see, they ain't gonna do all that though. See,
well, they can talk our ear off too.
Yeah, that's
show and prove.
Yeah, they never gonna show and prove on that level. So that's a moot point. You know what I mean? Long as y'all do it though, you feel me? Long as y'all put it in writing, you know what I mean? It'll catch up eventually, but this ain't a sprint though. You know what I mean? They'll win the sprint all day because what they saying people is easier for people to digest. You feel me? It's like sugar to the ears. You know what I mean? People will gravitate towards what they're saying more than have to really do the research. Like reading is tedious. People don't really want to read these books and, you know what I mean, journals and stuff. That's tedious. They'd rather come online and listen to somebody talk. Bunch of mumbo jumbo, you know what I mean? So that's the community that you're dealing with. Like, so that's not gonna be a good look. You know what I mean? The community that y'all will want is a more educated community, but that's not what we're dealing with. You know what I mean? Y'all geared towards a more educated community, and we really it's say conscious community. We say conscious community, but it's really not conscious. You feel me?
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, hold on. But hold on. Smash made that song though, huh? We supposed to be conscious.
Yeah, that theme song, man.
Yeah, man. He made that song. Go ahead.
Let me real quick, man. See who in the chat room real fast, man. Who we got going, man? 29,000 people in here, man. It must be tuned in to Sarnetta. What's up, Omar Reed? What's good? LB, what it do? Haskell 45. What's up? Pure Black.
Haskell always is.
What's up with you? I'm gonna make sure I share this GoFundMe link, man. All right, got a couple donations in the day. That was good. We trying to reach that goal, man. We're gonna run this, right, for the pseudos, and then we're gonna run coming out with our series. It's probably gonna be about 5 series, man. We're gonna go ahead and beat up the Hidden Colors thing completely, man. We're not gonna name it after that, but we're gonna beat all that up, right? And leading the way gonna be vaccines, man. We need a good vaccine. You know, the start of it gonna be a good vaccine movie that really tell the truth about what's going on, where we put the African thing in and all that. So that's what we getting to, man. So I mean, y'all gotta support the team, man. Be serious about this. Other communities don't have a problem with supporting science, man. So y'all gotta make sure y'all do that. Make sure we get the right information. Why the hell is my screen like this, though? Man, I can't even get there. All right, there you go.
Hey, you made a good point on Sarnetta earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I don't think Pastor Bennett wanted to accept.
Mm.
You know what I mean? When you was telling them that that the Bible is 2 parts to it. That's basically what you were saying.
Yeah.
It was 2 different religions. Like one religion superimposed, you know what I mean, a belief on the old religion, and you got the product of that. That Bible is a product of that. He ain't get that. You feel me? Like, so, you know, he got a little frustrated.
Yeah. He tell me we'll argue later on. I know we ain't gonna argue. I made my point. I need special powers to read the Bible.
Right.
Discerning. Shit. Let's go ahead and correct this up, man. Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's God killer in the house. And I'm coming to do what I got to do. And I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm standing tall, standing strong. Hey, man, pseudo killers on deck. What's good, family, man? Y'all know what it is, man. When you go after the king, man, God chop his head off, right? So, you know, that's what we're going to do. Make sure we finish him off real proper like. All right, go ahead and bury him and get all that nonsense out the way. So we've been knowing Feel Good, Dr. Feel Good, Valentine for a while. He's been in the community for about 30, 40 years. Now watch this. Y'all made an interesting statement, right? And the statement was, well, man, we supposed to be conscious, right? Consciousness this and consciousness that. But I like to make a clear line in the damn sand right now. Whenever you hear that word consciousness, it's grounded in pseudoisms. I'm going to say it again. Whenever you hear that word consciousness, it's grounded in pseudoisms. Go ahead and put the word consciousness in your goddamn search engine and see what you come up with. That's some shit back in the 60s with the hippie movement. You know what I'm saying? With the New Age movement. That word consciousness was brought in by the New Age movement, and it has a whole different definition. Well, an ultimate consciousness in the universe. We connected to divine consciousness and all that. So that conscious community, at the very root of it, was pseudo. Dr. Bennington wasn't in the conscious community. They had nothing to do with that. They was in the scholarly community. They put together scholarship, right? They was trying to teach us science and technology. Dr. Ben was an atheist, and he didn't have to say it. All right, John Jackson was an atheist. You feel me? John Henry Clark, right? Non-believer. All right. So these guys was serious when it came to the science, and they made no bones about it, and they didn't have a problem with mentioning names like Charles Darwin. Didn't have a problem with that. Mentioning other white boys. John Henry Clark, remember he wrote
the Leakeys.
He wrote those forwards for
Bradley, Michael Bradley.
No, he's Pseudo, man. Hell, Michael Bradley was Pseudo. What you talking about?
The Bradley, the White Man Inheritance. He
That
wrote the
was
foreword for that book.
It was Pseudo, yo.
Yeah, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that.
I wasn't talking about Brad. I was trying to leave him out of it. You messed me up, Sean.
My bad.
I want to bring Bradley. That's some pseudo-ass book. Caught with the forward there. And we all make mistakes, right? But Albert Churchwood, the Victorian Scientist, those books, he wrote the forward in. So they was giving us a blueprint, right? So we letting the ancestors speak when we talk about what we talk about. When we talk about Africa and science, we really mean that, right? We mean that when we say that. Now, the other pseudos, right, and there's a long list of them, they don't really mean that. When they say science in Africa, they mean like being able to fly through the air, being able to point your finger and illuminate, you know what I mean? Having some kind of force field around you with the divine energy. That's what the hell they mean. Egyptian, you'll hear terms like Egyptian science, you know what I'm saying? These ancient cultures, they was far more advanced. They mean all that. They don't mean science. They don't mean the blueprint, the rudimentary start of science and medicine. They don't mean that, y'all. We mean that around here, right? And the fastest way to get kicked off the team is to go against that. Simple as that, and it's not hard. We'd have had a lot of people that fell off from around here based off of their religious practices, right? And based off of their anti-scientific rhetoric. So we stay strict to the rules when it comes to science, and we fight over it sometimes, right? But that Dr. Feel Good Valentine is the king of the pseudos. You know what I'm saying? King of the pseudos, enough of that. Man, I had a lovely conversation with the old man. You know what I mean? He sits at the top of his game. He was well statured in the conversation, real smooth, you know what I'm saying? But he was throwing them soft style. I call it soft style shots. He was always throwing shots. Pay attention. He was like, yo, pay attention to this. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't listening. He did all that. He did the rockabye baby. When you read for 20 minutes and a nigga fall asleep and forget what you were saying, he did that move. Gotta give it to him. He's excellent at what he do. So he mentioned he was a prime pseudo. The pseudo will read a long ass document, right? The document won't have nothing to do with the conversation, but he'll read it as if it has something to do with it, as if it was serious. We was just talking about this, Sean. Thank goodness for the internet. You know, some people say it can be a curse and a blessing at the same time, right? Man, this ain't nothing but a blessing for me because we can get them in real time. If crazy ass unbiased sport was on his damn A game, he was supposed to be the goddamn forward observer. He's supposed to give me that information, right? By Edward Blyden. He's supposed to give me that in real time. So now when the pseudo speaks, like we say, they died their own sources. Whenever we have a conversation with them, right? It don't matter if they sound better. It's about the rabbit and the daggone turtle, y'all. That's what it's about. We the turtles around here. We slow with it, right? Don't even worry about it. They're gonna always wow their audience. Don't worry about it. Because at the end of the day, we know it's gonna fall down on their sources. And not the one source, the fine critiquing of their sources, right? So whenever they say something, anytime we want, we can look it up and figure out the strength of that source, right? Is it doubling the blind? Did they do them types of experiments? What was it they did? So we never in fear around here. You know what I'm saying? We at the goddamn OK Corral these days because we out in the middle of no damn where and they can't hide. How you used to say, Sean, arrows are flying and the pseudos are crying. We're picking them apart.
Spears are flying and pseudos are crying. That's what we're doing.
So let me introduce, man. What's going on, Sean? What's up with you, man? Mossy Clan Warrior, Shah Shoe, Monty, Metanetra, Pseudo Killer. What's good, bro?
I just want to say Black African Power to the chat. Everybody tune in to the live stream. ETM Hotep to the rematch out there. Yeah, man. Spears are flying, pseudos are crying. It's that time of year again. So every time you get near December, man, we get something silly to pop up, and so we got to deal with what we got to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Well, I see you. Brother Morpheus, what's up with you, man? What it do? Black African power, man.
Peace, Black African power, man. Tired of these guys sprinkling fairy dust, man, over everybody. Sprinkling fairy dust.
Hey, Brother Sheffrin, what's good, man? Baltimore on deck. What's good with you, man? Pseudo killer. What it do?
Ain't nothing struggling. I'm just here for support. You know what I mean? We're gonna take them down. You know what I mean? Whatever we need, we got them.
Yeah, we got him real easy. Like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and pull that video up real quick, man. That video is video evidence. So remember, y'all, whenever we engage in the conversation, you never read the comments in the peanut gallery because that's the dumb section. They're gonna be dumb. Can you really expect them to be educated? You gotta understand this, man. They don't even know what the hell Phil Valentine was talking about. Because I don't know what the hell Phil Valentine was talking about. So I know they ain't know what the hell he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? He's very well spoken. You know what I'm saying? He's the best in his class. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? He that dude when it comes down to Operation Pseudo. You know what I'm saying? He's that dude. But he's public enemy number one. He's on the radar. He's been on the radar. But you gotta kind of work your way in it and kind of get him right. You know what I'm saying? He's quacked out. We'll give him the duck sound. Quack, quack. Yeah, he quacked out with that all day long. And he uses quacks. All right. So I'm gonna pull this video up and we're gonna play it and we're gonna watch how smooth this guy is. Right? He's serious at what he do. You know what I'm saying? You know how long it took me? I had a conversation with him back in Blog Talk days. I had a conversation with him. You know what I mean? It was hard, real hard, man. I think me and Red Pill got the beefing on that show. I'm gonna play that back one day. Kind of got the beefing.
Man, I can't believe people still listen to him after he said, man, Obama was Malcolm X's son. I can't believe it, yo.
Yeah, people want the lie, man. You know the lie is easy to believe, bro. You gotta know that, man. Yeah, the lie is definitely easy to believe, man. It ain't no.
See, because that's the fairy dust that I'm talking about, my brother. Yes, see, because what happens is that the fairy dust is
Fairy dust, yo. Funny as hell, yo. Man, let me get this run this up, man, and get this going, man. Real quick, we're gonna get right into it because this is an easy one right here, man. But we got that game film on it, man. You know what I mean? This gonna make the community better, man. Hey, man, make sure y'all support and donate. Stop playing, man. If y'all ain't gave $5 or $2, you bluffing. Y'all tripping. Like if y'all totally fed up with. See, this is dangerous. Now we moving into shit that's real dangerous now, y'all. Can y'all still hear me?
yes, sir.
Yeah, you rocking.
Yeah, it shouldn't have got real dangerous, man. Because you talking about people's health, man. And I knew it was gonna spill off into that.
Yo, let your boy in, man. He knocking. I'm biased.
Huh?
I'm biased at the door.
I know he is. He late.
Yeah. It's a $50 fine.
Mad at him. He wasn't on his age, y'all. He's supposed to be on this game, yo. It's a team effort around here, man. Yeah, he left me out there hanging, yo. You never leave your team out there hanging. He left me hanging, yo, with a source I needed, yo. It was a checkmate moment complete. Let me see.
Yeah, but you know what? It's crazy. It's good that you get the door right here. Cause Sai and them probably wouldn't have let you get it off, yo.
He let me get it off.
The way that they was carrying it.
I kind of messed up on Saw because I think when I went back and listened to it, he was asking questions first. But he broke my train of thought with that question shit. He gotta know how to chill out with that, yo. Like I wasn't even, like he broke my train of thought a couple times, man. Let me just react. The dude says so much, and I was writing it down, yo. I need to get right at it, yo. So I'm gonna blame myself on that, though. So I don't know if he, you know what I'm saying? Let me mute my line.
Hey, yo, they asking for your Cash App,
Huh?
They asking for your Cash App information.
$. Hold on. Man.
Donate to the GoFundMe. He's still gonna get it.
If they want the cash app, give it to them. If it's easier for them,
Yeah, you're right.
you feel me?
Oh, here you go. Well, there you go. $ANKHKAKEK. There you go, right there. There you go.
Pascal, yeah.
Hey, look, this
Arnetta got a link for the live stream. It's like $35 or something.
Yeah, you get them tickets too. I'm put that cash app in there again, though. Yeah, I'm saying, man, y'all gotta support what you fuck with. Excuse my language, man. I got a bad mouth. I can't even be cussing like that no more, man. I'm trying to get seriously. Yeah, there go that cash app right there. Put in there twice. So, all right, we're gonna rev up this tape right here, man. You're gonna watch how smooth this dude is, man. The dude is dead. He's dead, sir. He's deadly at what he do. But man, this internet thing that wasn't rocking when they was first out destroys them. They cannot get around us. So we never have to worry about losing the conversation. I'm saying, and I'm not talking about the initial conversations. I'm saying we going, you know what I'm saying? We going for the long hustle. You feel me? We don't want to get you right here. We want to get you, we want to be able to finish the game like the Ravens did. You know what I'm saying? We want to finish them. We don't want to be tired at the end of the day. We got too many resources, too many things. Hold on, let me get to play this commercial out real quick.
Brother Brendan, he said Phil went full pseudo information overload. No way you can address all that.
No, but that's in the scientific thing, yo. That's part of the whole deal. We're gonna pull up a chart. If you type in science versus pseudoscience and pull up a couple of those charts, that's one of the things they do. A whole lot of scientific jargon, you know what I'm saying? Whole lot of information that really amounts to nothing. That's what he did. Like, I don't know what the hell the needle shit had to do with anything. Surgery and needle. He took that completely out of context. He did all that. He did all that. So just like that little conversation I'm having in Baltimore, Maryland, my thing is, you know, that I don't expect to win anything at this point right here. What we really need is 2 days. The first day we get it in, the second day, we need to critique all our sources. This is to strengthen what we do. It's based off of the sources, that, you know, the proper journals, the proper methodology. This is what it's based off of. It's not based off of the game they want to play the way they want to play it. We're not allowing them to play the game the way they want to play it. You know, when you come for the king, yo, gotta cut his head off, yo. Trust me, we're the OK Corral. It's open. All right, let me play it.
Valentine, brother, are you sure you ready for this part of this right here, man? Because you're gonna get it like none other right now. Let me get one of the participants that's in the
What I gotta do, yo. I gotta put the what I gotta do, Sean?
all right, peace and black power to you, my brother.
Make sure that
How you doing, bro?
you select the audio through your computer.
Which one I gotta push?
You go on the your microphone. There's an arrow that points either up or down next to your microphone.
I got it. With it. Now I gotta do the one I gotta play the YouTube, leave, switch phone.
Play through your computer.
Leave, computer audio, huh?
Yeah, play through your computer audio.
Switch to phone, leave computer audio.
Yeah, leave it.
That which I gotta do the more.
Nah, you ain't gotta do the more.
yo.
It's played through the audio. You got it right, but you just gotta turn you gotta turn your YouTube volume up if you're gonna play it.
Can you hear it?
I hear it a little bit.
Is that good?
I'm always respectful to my elders.
Okay.
Show me what I have.
I can't play no louder than that, yo.
Hold on. Do you got something plugged in? Speakers or something?
No, I don't know why it's doing that. Test speaker, switch phone, select, same as phone.
What device you on? You on your laptop?
Yeah.
Then the audio should come straight through. Your mic sound clear and everything.
Huh? Well, you gotta play it then, yo.
You got your timestamp?
Huh?
I don't.
You got timestamp?
No. So
We just gonna play the first.
Let the world know that this is not a defeat.
we're really.
Hold on. I'm grabbing it right now.
All right.
Can you hear it?
Huh?
Can you hear my screen?
All right.
Might need to get on my laptop.
Man, the damn commercials, man, son, that is just old commercial shit. Damn. Don't even work no more? Can somebody tell him that don't work?
Hold on, man. I'm getting my laptop.
Hey, appreciate that, Lorenzo. Good looking, yo. Back. It's good looking right there. He put his money where his mouth is. Appreciate that, bro. That's how we do that. But thank goodness for tech. Hey, I'm biased. You got me. I just want to let you know you got me, yo. You supposed to run a point, man, on that, yo. You faked me out, yo.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was my bad, man.
Yo.
But I was already invited to like some type of dinner thing, though.
Well, you gotta say that. You gotta let me know. Like, grab somebody else and make them pay attention, yo. You can't miss moments like that, yo. They very vital, very crucial, yo.
Yeah, my ADD kicked in ASAP.
Oh my God. I used to see play video do computer. I don't even see that. That's just stupid.
What you trying to do? Share the video or just the audio?
Next to your microphone. Yeah, he's trying to fix his audio. Man, don't try to show them Jordans, yo. You ain't got no J's, yo. Oh, maybe go in my closet on you.
Nah, I think one of y'all already did that. Was it you? Was it Sheffrin or Sean?
No, it was the other dude.
Oh yeah. My man had a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, you don't want me going in my closet, yo.
I don't know, man. I see you gonna make me do it, bro.
I don't care nothing about that.
Yeah, I got a bunch of Neiman Marcus out here, you dig? I don't know if you want to do that.
Man, it's crazy, yo. You caught up. They always flashing bags like that shit something slick. Crazy.
Well, actually flashing pictures though. Big difference.
Speaker. Switch to phone audio.
My computer loading up. Give me a second. I'm gonna bring it in.
I'm biased. You better put that eggnog down too, dude.
Yo, you got to buy this brand right here, bro. This is banging.
I wouldn't dare drink no shit like that.
Really?
Blowing the house up, boy, with that one.
I don't drink none with milk in it.
Really? Yeah, I don't think to be honest.
It messed my stomach up.
Yo, to be honest, I don't drink any milk but eggnog, and they only have it during the holidays.
I like the whatchamacallit eggnog, the almond eggnog. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I seen that there. I was like kind of nervous about it.
No, it's good. No, it's good.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, this eggnog is crazy.
Yeah, that shit low as hell.
Zane.
Hey, what you got there, Morpheus?
What else do you have? What else do you have open?
Why you say that?
I'm just asking. Do you got any other videos open?
No, just the one I got. Yeah, I got two. The one with the chat room and all that.
Huh.
Yeah, man. Working.
Then I got to shut one down.
Nah, you ain't got to worry about it. I'm about to hop in from I'm finna hop in from my laptop. You're gonna have to let me in.
Kayla, what's good?
You're gonna have to let me in. I'm coming in as Kofi.
Oh.
Did you move? Yo, what'd you say? What is pimple water and blood? Party crazy. Hey, party, you pseudo, bro.
Hey, man, if y'all in Baltimore, man, y'all supposed to go ahead and check that conversation out me and Keity having. He old head. He part of the old guard. We got to get them out of here. We getting them out. We retiring them, yo. They done. Yeah, they straight done. Them days is over with. Straight like that. Them days is straight over with, yo. You know, you gotta cut their head off, yo. It's over with for that.
Hey, at one point, Sanetta had this dude talk for 30 minutes straight.
All right. That's his platform. He do what he want to do.
No, I'm saying, like, how you gonna rebut 30 minutes of rhetoric?
We're supposed to. We supposed to do what we doing right now, yo. Whatever curveball they throw us, we can knock it out the park.
Right.
Need for that. That's the real point I want y'all to know. So never get discouraged. I'm talking about people in the chat room, man. Don't read them dumbass comments, man. That shit used to get me hyped up, and I had to realize I'm talking to idiots anyway. It doesn't matter. There are enough intelligent black people, right? When I say black people, I mean African Americans, right? That will get the message. The dumb people not gonna get it anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like
it's over for them.
Everybody could be a preacher. You feel me? But everybody can't be a scientist. You know what I mean? Everybody can pick up a Bible and say they believe in it, but everybody can't be scientifically literate. It takes time and effort to do what we do, y'all. You couldn't expect this. Like everybody could play little league football, but everybody can't be pros.
Right.
We're at the level. This is the level right here. We aspire our children to be at the level where that fosters civilizations and culture. This is what they did to foster a great African cultures. I got you, Sean. Hold on. They did this right here, y'all.
Yeah, let him talk. The more, I mean, unbiased. The more he talked, the more information we got to pull down from him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's a good thing.
Yeah, somebody breaking up. Oh, you breaking up?
I'm telling you. You in there?
Your uncle was breaking up. I think you frozen, huh?
Huh?
Look like you frozen.
Hey, you got to make me a panelist, Unc.
Try, yo. There you go. So I mean, you know, so we don't worry about that. We don't take no losses around here. We undefeated. The reason we undefeated because science is undefeated. All right.
But Sheffrin, they throwing out their weak cards right now.
Huh?
I said they throwing out their weak cards. Verstein and Phil Valentine. We want to hear former doctor, I don't know what he is now, but Dr. James Lyons, we want to hear him talk because that's their ace card.
It's not an ace card, yo. It's a pseudo card, yo. What's wrong?
Ain't no such thing as an ace card.
It's not an ace, man. It's not an ace. Let's get this straight. They have absolutely nothing. Jimmy James. Hey, man, don't be throwing nobody out the chat room either. Don't put nobody out. Let them talk. Let them talk that talk. So we can give them a link and get them over here to get beat up. Do not put people out the chat. All right, what's up, Sister Kaba? She the point on that right there. She the original moderator. She the original. She the queen right there. Queen with the double Q. She's the double Q. Double Q. I think we have the most intelligent moderators too. I'd like to say that. You know what I'm saying? Very intelligent, very sharp. I never say that, but I want to tell the truth. You know,
all right, so where you want to start on this video?
Intelligent moderators than everybody else. What?
Where you want to start on this video?
You start with his first opening thing once he get to talking about the Church of Science, which is dumb. So he talks about the Church of Science, but yet later on in the conversation, he want to read from a document talking about surgery and all that. You know what I'm saying? Which is science. They're like, what are you talking about? So remember, y'all, it's a reason why we say science is undefeated. Science is undefeated because it's undefeated. There is no other better way to deal with nature but through science. You can't think of another way to deal with nature but that way. And that started, you know what I'm saying? And we did a whole, what was that, week for last, Sean? We talked about the scientific method and the rhyme mathematical papyrus, you know what I mean? We talked about that initial, what the Egyptians said, the way to know all things is through the study of nature. So that's the African thing.
Are you saying that you support all vaccines, or you picking and
You
choosing?
too far ahead, Sean.
Hold on. It wasn't your computer. It's Zoom.
Why said Zoom?
All right, just
Hold
want to
on.
make sure so I can give Phil some clarity of your, of where you're coming from. All right, my brother Phil Valentine, you heard his position on the vaccines.
Yeah, some blocking the audio all the way.
Use Morpheus Studio.
Morpheus, what you got, Morpheus?
Yeah, hold up. They got me in here working. Let me just finish putting this damn stuff up.
That thing is nice.
Man.
What you got over there, Morpheus?
Okay, I got the whole 9 over here. I got the whole 9 over here, and I'm dealing with these whack-ass artists.
Yeah, you looking like Swiss Beats over there.
Yo, you know I got a serious, you know my nephew's serious as shit, yo.
Yeah?
Yeah, yo, fire. And I ain't just saying because he's my nephew, because if he was a bum, I'll say, yo, he a bum. I don't play that.
You was at my nephew shit, John the Don. That's my nephew.
Oh yeah, that's my dude, John.
That's my sister's son.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite.
Red hair, right? The red hair, right?
Yeah. It's my sister's son. Him and Bart, both my nephews.
He a cool dude, yo.
Yo, I brought him up yesterday, Morpheus John. We were discussing battle rap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite.
Okay, watch it. Hey, time to talk to him. Tell him you spoke him off.
Okay. Yeah, that's my dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to you with your whack artist you claiming.
Well, I got some bars.
No, come on, man. Stop.
I'm Jersey. We got bars over here.
No, man, don't nobody want no 40-year-old rapper, man. Get out.
I wrote him about 32. Does that count?
No, hell no. No, my nephew about 23, 24, serious.
All that mumble rap.
Nah, ain't no mumble rap here around me. What you mean? No. Ain't nobody mumbling in my family, yo. Crystal clear with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, crystal clear with the lyrics. All day.
All right, hold on. Let me try this real quick.
Man, what's going on? You don't even see that thing no more to say play through your computer, do you?
I believe it's the rhyme mathematical requirements. It's the rudimentary start.
It's low. It's even low on my. Hold up.
No, that's good right there.
Nah, man. Hold on. It should be loud. It should be louder than that. But I think the audio on Sonetta thing, man.
All right, that's loud. That's good though. That was good.
Gunshots. Oh man, don't let me do it.
Hey there, shoe.
That commercial loud though.
Word, that's the loud as hell.
That must be the thing.
That's what I'm saying. The commercial was loud.
The same way the Christians tell you you can get to heaven unless you know Jesus. It's a faith-based religion, not a science. Every time I put down the word medical or pharmaceutical And then I put the word science after that. I put a question mark after it because none of what it is that they're talking about, if they knew what nature really was, how nature really operated, they would not do what they're doing. Let's get this understanding so that people can understand what nature really is about and how she operates within the body complex. What our brother is promoting is what we call poisonopathy. Poisonopathy is the science, the Western science, the Western medical science.
All right, freeze that.
It's dealing with.
What the hell is poison?
Poisonopathy.
What is that?
I'm looking it up now.
That's one of so remember the pseudo will use terms to throw you off and the whole 9 y'all. What the hell is poisonopathy? What in the hell? Is he saying apathy? Threw that in there. Is that like television or something? Like that, right?
Libraries.
Lying in the berries. Oh man. Yeah, we got him. We're gonna start him off right.
It's ready? Not a word. It's not a word.
Okay. Hold on. Man. It's not a word, huh?
Nope, it's not coming up.
So let me get this straight. He's using words that's not even words. He's dead serious with it. So I think our people kind of like that though a little bit. You know, you hit them with a little flavor. You know, poisonopathy. They give him poisonopathy. I think we like that. Let me see. Hold on. Let me bring up this chart for y'all. Hold that. That's first nonsense. Right there. He called the Church of Science, right?
Zane's.
Hold up, I do got it. Hold up. I was spelling it wrong.
Oh, you worse than Phil with that. God Almighty. Right there for the regulation, gentlemen.
Worse than Phil.
What word is that? Poisonography.
Can't be a word, yo. Come on, yo.
No, it actually came up. Somebody wrote a book.
I got it right here.
Who's the author? Who's the author?
But it's not in no dictionary or nothing.
Oh, all right, then ain't no damn word.
Anime lyrics.
What? M&A lyrics.
Poisonopathy. Anime lyrics.
Oh, man. Stop it. So, you know, we got to exhibit patience when we got them on the hook. You know what I'm saying? They stay on the hook. And they ain't getting off. They ain't never getting off the hook. They ain't never getting off the hook. Oh, man. Poisonopathy. All right, go ahead, Sean. So that's not no word, dude. So we got that straight, right?
Yeah, ain't no word. Half the stuff he say ain't no word.
Wait, he said poisonopathy?
Yes.
Oh, hell no.
No, he said poisonopathy.
Oh, nopathy.
Yeah.
See, anybody in the chat know what he was trying to say?
Yo, that don't even sound right.
Yeah.
So
no, hold on, y'all. Wait. Run that back a little bit, Sean. The shit was smooth as a motherfucker. I'm telling you what he get out people with, y'all. Come on, yo. We gotta get real technical here.
With the idea.
And then choosing which one.
Oh, I don't do no cherry picking. The vaccines are cutting edge science.
Okay. All right.
Pretty simple. It's cutting edge science. Can't get around it. Can't teach. And over the last 40 years of my experience with the same nature that our beloved brother spoke about, in dealing with the same human temple that our beloved brother spoke about, the only cutting edge science is the knowledge of what nature is really like and what her
May I have your attention, please? Airline travel sucks. Cramped, cold, and just plain miserable. Kind of like
temperaments, what her refusals, what her attitudes are. Once you study her, then you come to know that there's no such thing as a cure. There are only consequences. All of what my brother has spoken about is based on the tenets and religious concepts of the medical pharmaceutical church. These are the tenets that speak to the fact that you can be saved by their sacraments. The same way the Christians tell you you can get to heaven unless you know Jesus. It's a faith-based religion, not a science. Every time I put down the word medical or pharmaceutical, and then I put the word science after that, I put a question mark after it, because none of what it is that they're talking about, if they knew what nature really was, how nature really operated, they would not do what they're doing. Let's get this understanding so that people can understand what nature really is about and how she operates within the body complex. What our brother is promoting is what we call poisonopathy. Poisonopathy is the science, the Western science, the Western medical science. It's dealing with the idea that you can poison a body back to health. That is contrary to nature. The so-called antibody that the vaccinations are supposed to enlist or to create was never known to have been created until the vaccination paradigm took place sometime or became mandatory sometime in the 1800s. Before then, there was only the inoculations where they would just break the skin. But now in vaccinations, they go past the two primary defense systems of the body. That is the skin and the mucous membrane. What I'm saying is that the substances that exist in a vaccine, the poisons of which I will speak about, aluminum hydroxide, aluminum phosphate, aluminum sulfate, dog kidney, monkey kidney, chick embryos, bovine, formaldehyde, formalin, latex rubber, potassium diphosphate. These are not natural substances. These substances would never find their way into the bloodstream. What vaccinations do is to cut directly into the skin and.
Okay. So he mentioned first of all, he mentioned what? Aluminum. What else he mentioned?
He just he went through he mentioned aluminum, formaldehyde. He mentioned the fetal lining, but I think he said tissue. He mentioned a bunch of
monkey something.
Yeah. He kind of went way away from, whatever. So really, he called first and foremost.
Let's get what he put in there. Though. Come on, hey, Unbiased, was you paying attention?
You on mute, Unbiased.
Unbiased, come on, yo, pay attention. You on mute.
He said something about latex.
Okay, where is that? Can we find latex? Let's see.
Right, I never read that.
We're gonna find out.
So you want the ingredients? Let's deal with that.
No, let's deal with what he said. We ain't gonna, we don't want to deal with the hell we know. We putting it to the test, yo. We want to see. Let's see, is Dr. Feelgood a liar?
Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna play him back.
You're lying.
Same way the Christians tell you you can get to heaven unless you know Jesus. It's a faith-based religion, not a science. Every time I put down the word medical or pharmaceutical, and then I put the word science after that, I put a question mark after it, because none of what it is that they're talking about, if they knew what nature really was, how nature really operated, they would not do what they're doing. Let's get let's get this understanding so the people can understand what nature really is about and how she operates within the body complex. What our brother is promoting is what we call poisonopathy.
Oh boy.
Poisonopathy is the science, the Western science, the Western medical science. It's dealing with the idea that you can poison a body back to health. That is contrary to nature. The so-called antibody that the vaccinations are supposed to enlist or to create was never known to have been created until the vaccination paradigm took place sometime or became mandatory sometime in the 1800s. Before then, there was only the inoculations where they would just break the skin. But now, in vaccinations, they go past the two primary defense systems of the body. That is the skin and the mucous membrane. What I'm saying is that the substances that exist in a vaccine, the poisons of which I will speak about, aluminum hydroxide, aluminum phosphate, aluminum sulfate.
Stop right there.
Monkey kidney, chick embryo.
Aluminum phosphate. What is he talking about?
Phosphate. Let me look that up real fast. Aluminum phosphate.
Aluminum phosphate is a chemical compound in nature. It occurs as the mineral berlinite. Many synthetic forms of aluminum phosphate are known. They have framework structures similar to zeolites, and some are used as catalysts, ion exchanges, and molecular sieves. Commercial aluminum phosphate gel is available. La 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 la. Okay.
Spell phosphate for me real quick, yo.
PHOSPHATES.
What?
PHOSPHATES.
Hold on, man. My shit ain't working, man. Dang. Go ahead. PH what?
PHOSPHATES. This is not in vaccines at all. This is in baking soda, baking powder.
All right, hold on. Stop it.
Yeah, it is.
It's a food additive.
Stop it. Stop it.
How's a food additive poisonous?
Yeah, sorry, I'm in this website right now, and no, it's not in there at all. It's not.
It's a food additive. It got nothing to do with vaccines. He just made that up.
Hey, Morpheus, read what you just read though. It appears where and where?
Okay, it says aluminum phosphate is a chemical compound in nature. It occurs as the mineral berlinite. Many
So it's a compound. Hold on. It's a chemical compound, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Hey, unbiased. What does mean? What is meant when something is a compound? A compound element, chemical compound.
It means a bunch of elements co-joining, basically.
So we can agree it occurs in nature, then, right?
Yeah, it's natural. It says in the definition Morpheus gave it. All compounds are natural.
All right, now right here further, the ARC, it says, there's a question that's asked, is aluminum phosphate toxic? And it says, after ingestion, toxic features usually develop within a few minutes. The major lethal consequence of aluminum phosphide ingestion is profound circulatory collapse and is reported secondary to these toxins generated, which lead due to direct effects on cardiomyocytes, fluid loss, and adrenal gland damage. That's what he's running off of.
Yeah. Okay, so that's not in vaccines, Dr. Feelgood. You lied. You lied to us. You lied.
Okay, so he did say aluminum hydroxide. That is. So if you look down.
Okay, whoa, one at a time.
Yeah.
Hold up, well, check this out. Aluminum phosphate, right, is in dental cements. It is used in ceramics and dental cements and cosmetics. So when you go to the dentist, right, and you getting caps and stuff, they use aluminum phosphate is used as a ceramics in the dental cement and cosmetics.
All right, hold on for a minute, man. I'm gonna see.
So I guess
All right, let me see this. Let me do this real quick. I'm at the CDC for a minute. Everybody go to the CDC. All right, and let's see about aluminum phosphate. Let's get this.
Okay, from what I'm reading, it is in vaccinations.
All right, man. Well, you need to stop drinking over there, yo.
This is eggnog.
Slow down. Well, you drinking.
Eggnog.
We need to get this straight. So adjuvants have been used safely in vaccines for decades. Aluminum salt, such as aluminum did he say that?
Yeah, he said that one too.
Hydroxide, aluminum phosphate, and aluminum potassium sulfate have been used safely in vaccines for more than 70 years. Aluminum salts were initially used in 1930s, 40s, 50s. All right. This vaccine, after it was found, they strengthened the body's immune response to the vaccines. Newer adjuvants, all right, have been developed to target specific components of the body's immune response so that protection against disease is stronger and lasts longer. In all cases, vaccines containing adjuvants are tested for safety and effectiveness in clinical trials before they are licensed for use in the United States. They are constantly monitored by the CDC and the FDA once they are approved. So back up here again, they name aluminum salt, such as aluminum hydrate, aluminum phosphate, and aluminum potassium sulfate have been used safely in vaccines more than 70 years. Aluminum salts was initially used in 1934 and 1950. So I'm wondering if it's in there today, aluminum phosphate.
Well, the question is it dangerous?
No, it's not.
Right, of course not, because he just said it himself. When you mix an element and make it a compound, it is no longer the original element anymore. So it doesn't have the same properties. So it's not as dangerous. It's not a heavy metal anymore. It's like a soft metal, but it's a soft metal. So it's not as dangerous or as pure as the original element once you mix it down or compound it.
Here, I'm putting the source in the chat room for y'all. So yeah, you gotta slow down, man. Don't come on, man. Find it first before you speak on it, yo.
Nah, well, I know that. I know you mix metal, you make metal compounds. It's no longer.
No. I'm talking about the phosphate. We need to look at it first. Get it right.
Yeah. So I pulled it up. It's on Wikipedia.
All right. Well, you should have pulled it up first for whoever said it wasn't. It is in it.
Hey, your aunt, look what I just sent you.
No, you read it. What you just sent yourself. What is it?
Okay, aluminum salts such as aluminum hydroxide, aluminum phosphate, and aluminum potassium sulfate have been used safely in vaccines for more than 70 years.
Yeah, that's the link I'm putting in the thing.
Okay, yeah.
Aluminum said the CDC, correct?
No, actually, it is. You're right.
Yeah, hey, bro, y'all funny.
Yeah.
All right, get back over here. Okay. Let me give it to the chat room so y'all can read that safely. So first of all, we should just probably understand what the actual process is on the daggone vaccine. Whoa, is that you or me?
He needs to fuel his body and his mind. And when it comes to keeping his mouth healthy,
somebody
we're safe with products that have.
Yeah. It's me. It's just stupid.
Simply Safe monitoring pros use the video to upload chat with police.
Trying to get back to the daggone chat so I can put it in that chat room for y'all. Can you put that in the chat room?
What you trying to put in the chat?
That source right there from the CDC.
Yeah, it's in vaccine. Just saw.
Which vaccine?
No. Put the source in the chat room.
The CDC source in the chat room. All right.
Morpheus.
Yeah, okay, I'll put it in. I'm coming, copying it. Copying it right now. Okay.
It ain't no fun if we got the source and everybody else don't have it. That ain't fun.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Participants, chats. Damn, how you put it in the chat?
Oh, you probably can't. Damn. I can't even get back to it. Hold on, man.
Okay.
You can put it in there.
Oh, that's the panelist. I put it in.
Huh?
Okay.
I got it on.
Yeah.
No, you too slow. We don't get it. I don't want you to get off that video. I want you to hold that video.
Video on my iPad. I got 3 devices in my hands.
I want you to hold that video. You know I ain't gonna get no help from my
Cut your YouTube off. Somebody got the YouTube.
I ain't got my devices in my hands.
Hey, what you trying to share, huh?
I ain't trying to share nothing.
Turn the YouTube off. Somebody YouTube is on.
We got the YouTube one. I don't got one. That's Morpheus. We got them all messed up over there.
Yeah, I got it. I put it in there too. Yeah.
All right, so what you trying to do?
No. I put it in there. So all right, let's get something real clear here, right? Let's deal with the game that the pseudo trying to play. They'll name these things, right? And they'll make it seem like it's dangerous. But it's not dangerous because we all be dead at this point. Right? So you got to deal with levels. Like we say all the time, if you drink a cup of salt, you're going to die. We're putting some salt in your food, you won't die. So it's depending on the levels that you have it. You know what I'm saying? It's the difference between it being, dangerous to human being. It's the level of it.
I got it pulled up. Can I read it?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Along with aluminum hydroxide, aluminum phosphate is one of the most common immunologic adjuvants, efficiency enhancers. That's what they are. Efficiency enhancers in vaccinations. Efficiency enhancers in vaccinations. Aluminum adjuvant use is widespread due to their cheap price, long history of use, safety and efficiency with most antigens. It's unknown how such salts function as adjuvants. Similar to aluminum hydroxide, AIPO for oxygens is used as an antacid or antacid. Okay, it neutralizes stomach acid, HCI, by forming ACI3 with it. Up to 20% of aluminum from ingested antacid salts can be absorbed from the gastrointestinal tract. Despite of some unverified concerns, about the neurological effects of aluminum phosphate and hydroxide salts are thought to be safe as acids in normal use, even during pregnancy and breastfeeding.
Mm-hmm. So hold on, we got somebody in the chat room. What's your name? Party Music DJ what?
Oh, yeah, no, he's pseudo.
Yeah, so why don't you just come in here? So let's read what he says. He's saying all vaccines are healthy and don't.
He's not going to come in.
He's an auto L.
He was trolling.
He said that vaccines kill kids, and I asked him for the source 9 hours ago, and really 12 hours ago, and we never got the source. So.
He gave his source. He said Phil Valentine.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh. That's funny.
Hey, right, Chief X. Peanuts kill people. Ban peanuts.
Well, I guess it must be true.
Appreciate that, MBK. Signs direct. We also put that signs direct.
I'm not paying attention. I got them blocked. I'm done with idiots.
With who?
I'm done with idiots.
Yeah, all things pop is funny.
All right, so let's move on. So the mistake made on purpose by Dr. Phil is to mention these things. First of all, not mentioning that a lot of times they're compounds or elements that you find in nature, that you can find in the body already, right? He doesn't mention that. He only plays on the ignorance of the people listening, the non-scientifically literate people who don't have the ability to go get a source. This is a good source right here you put in MBK about vaccine theory and practice. Learn about aluminum phosphate. Direct science, direct. Yeah, so he plays on the ignorance. That's not right. He too old for that, and for that, you're out of here. You're no longer allowed to teach our babies. You're direct cancer to our community and misinforming us with your pseudoism. We've been doing it for a long time. Now we got to call you out on it. Right? 8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. I don't want to hear that. That's an elder. That's not my elder. That might be your elder. No elder of mine would misinform people with a damn internet and the ability to go straight to scientific sources to get the truth. Where is he getting this from? I'll tell you where he's getting it from. He's getting it from the very white people that he claimed, you know what I'm saying, is trying to kill us with the vaccines. That's where he's getting it from. And he's getting it from lone white people. He's getting it from the dumb white people is what he's doing. He's not going to intelligent white people. He's going to the white people that have been discarded out of the scientific community, discarded out of being a doctor or pediatrician, thrown to the wayside based off of their misinformation and based off of trying to misinform the community. He's taking us to that. He is bringing those type of people in our community. And for that, I'm on your head. You know what I'm saying? They bring all these weird, crazy, quacked out white people in our community, man. And they've been doing it for a long time. I done had it up to here with that. That's not fair. That's not right.
Hey, that's a good point. While y'all was researching aluminum phosphate, I was still trying to track down the word poisonopathy. And he was using an outdated term. Yeah, he was using an outdated term. It never caught, it never entered into the lexicon correctly.
Oh my God.
But it was used in books like in 1877, books that was going against medical science.
Okay, pseudo books.
So,
yeah.
So can you put that in the chat room?
Oh, 1877, that's that scientific racism.
No, man, you just saying anything now, man. Damn, yo.
That's when a lot of pseudoscience. The one drop blood rule, that was scientific racism, dude.
No, man.
I ain't got nothing to do with it, though.
Yo.
Connect with that was the period.
What you saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, so it was a couple
the term is for what now? What's the term used for?
It was used for drug. They was basically saying, let me read it. They were basically saying that drugs were bad, and if people were sick, then giving them drugs was poison. So basically, using drugs as medicine was poisonopathy. That's how they was that's how they was trying to form the word, but it never really entered into the lexicon. A couple of people was using it in their writings, but you know, the word was never standardized. Is one book called Medicine, the Cure is worse than the Disease.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was another book in 1956 called The Hygienic System.
You need to put that all in the chat or give it to me so I can put it in the chat for everybody. Yo, they gotta have access to this so they can spread it to the babies, yo.
Okay.
So all right, what he's doing is he's going back, right? He's getting terms that was already based off of misinformation on people trying to say that drugs was poison and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's using, and he's bringing up the right now, right, in today's time, and misapplying it to vaccines. So there's steps and measures to putting together vaccines. I don't want to put my presentation out there yet, but it's a system. Y'all can go right to the CDC, whatever, and they'll show you exactly how it's made. It's so much testing when it comes to these vaccines. And it's not like they test the product and just put out there into the community. No, they continue to test it. They continue to get feed. They got systems in place, okay? They actually have systems in place, right, that you can contact. You could be a doctor, lawyer, a parent, a child, whatever. You can send the information in, and they're monitoring all that. So it never ends. The monitoring process never ends, y'all. Y'all just really need to know that. So why is it that Dr. Feel Good Valentine, king of the pseudos, right? How is it that he can catch it, but everybody else can't catch it? How is that working? How he find poison things in vaccines, but the system set in place to catch those things can't? Why is it that we're still living if they're trying to kill us with vaccines? We've been vaccinated since the 1700s, y'all. 1721, where they made sure black people got vaccinated. Did y'all know that? Because they was claiming that we kind of brought it over there because coming off the ships, sometimes we brought smallpox with us. I bet y'all didn't know that. All right, get the book Poxed. All right, get the book Poxed, An American History by Michael Wilrich. All right, that's important to know that we was getting vaccinated before white people was. Yes, we was, because they was anti-vaccine, right? And they was like, well, white people can't catch this. It's them niggas right there just giving us this. Vaccine them, right? And remember, black people was trying to hide from them because those they had smallpox houses. And you know our smallpox houses was the worst, where they just let you sitting there, you know what I'm saying? You either died or you made it. You know our houses was worse. They was coming in, burning down your house if you had smallpox.
Dang.
All right? Burning your damn house down. They was dead serious about trying to get rid of the smallpox. I don't want to get y'all mixed up, but yeah. So the anti-vaccine movement was definitely an anti-black person movement, so much so that they called it the nigger itch. All right? And it was an anti-African movement. And for the life of me, how in the hell do you now join an anti-African racist movement? That's what it was. And it was an anti-community movement. The movement speaks against everything that's supposed to be African. And me and you talked about that, Sean, yesterday. You know, we supposed to be a more communal people. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be our brother's keeper. The anti-vaccine movement ain't never a brother's keeper. It's not that. It's a my, me movement. Where my child is this, forget about everybody else. Well, my child ain't sick, he good. Or this, that, and other. You're not thinking about the whole community. Somebody's gonna say something. I must just be hearing things then. Go ahead, Sheffrin.
No, you on fire.
So we just need to know that this vaccine, this thing right here, that they calling vaccines and anti-vaccine movement, man, back in the 1700s, 1721, man, this is white people movement, man. So at this time period, you know, those who didn't get captured up, you in Africa, you don't have an anti-vaccine movement or anti-inoculation movement. You don't have that going on. You know, you're practicing cutting edge science at this time, and you're not fighting against it. As a matter of fact, the thing was so damn groundbreaking, inoculation was so damn groundbreaking, you know what I'm saying, that it swayed them to be more scientific. Did y'all know that? That cutting edge science that came out of Africa was so serious and saved so many lives that it swayed them. It actually swayed people like Cotton Mather. Cotton Mather, this dude was a preacher, and he actually had some writings that kind of spurred on the Salem witch hunt, right? So he was all about destroying black magic and all that. So y'all gotta know that during this time period, the cure for smallpox was a good old-fashioned Christian prayer and some folk remedies. The same things you're doing now. The same thing that our community is doing right now. Well, make sure your chakras is cleaned up. Dr. Phil Good, Valentine, King of the Pseudos, mentioned something about he gonna give them some type of cleanser that's gonna cleanse the toxins out of their blood. We already know there is no such cleanser like that. We already know that, right? And they're gonna give you a good old spiritual bath, right? Good old get your chakras lined up. We're gonna do some humming and all that. Humming. And that's gonna, you know, kill the dis-ease in you. And we're gonna eat some good old clean food. That's the same thing them Europeans was doing back then. And it's all documented. So Cotton Mather, you know You know what I'm saying? He was on that groove with a Christian prayer and, you know, destroy all the witchcraft. He was on that until he ran across that brother. I ain't gonna get too deep into it. It's just not hard. It's not hard. And I said,
send Hutch a link. Hutch claims that he got opposing views, challenging opposing views.
He's not gonna get on here. You're not gonna get on here, Hutch. He don't want them. He don't have a.
And we dealing with Phil, yo. Hutch is irrelevant.
And now, if you want to come on here, he can throw his little 0 cents in. I don't mind that. To be honest with you, he doesn't have. Listen, y'all. Let's get this straight. Let's not never, you know, falter to a faulty premise. What's the premise? That Hutch or Phil or anybody have an opposing view. That's debatable. They don't have that. What they have is a bunch of pseudo-psycho babble, hoping you forget what they was talking about by the time they get to the end of it. There is no debate in science. One, whether evolution is real and works and occurs in nature. There's no evolution in science. To that, scientific consensus. Scientists don't debate over evolution. They talk about and debate about the mechanisms. Vaccines, there is no debate on whether vaccines are effective, whether vaccines are safe, right? And the harmful effects, whether there are harmful effects in vaccines. They know all the problems that can occur dealing with vaccines. They know all of them.
And they willing to take them.
They know all of them. Listen to me. And with knowing all of them, they have deemed them to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
They know. So listen, the pseudo didn't know about aluminum in the daggone vaccines until it was tested, until the scientists put that in there, y'all. Think about that. They bring nothing to the conversation, but to get you unprotected. They think you eat some food and get some golden glow that's going to protect you from disease. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Phil, you lied to us, Phil. What's that lie? Go ahead, play that. Keep playing that clip. You move to the part we talking about he almost died from the vaccine. So,
he caught asthma.
A fetal bovine, formaldehyde, formalin, latex rubber.
Stop that.
Potassium diphosphate.
Okay, hold on. Latex rubber. Now, come on, man. Let's look that up. Everybody, let's look that up. Is latex rubber? Come on, man. Do we have to look that one up? I think we do.
Yo, serious, man? Latex, man?
Yeah.
I use that every night on my girl.
Who black knowledge, bro? You don't want to see me, dude. Call in.
Listen, man, listen. Come on, man. We ain't gonna speak too soon. We've been speaking too soon.
Yeah, bro, you don't want to see me, bro.
Latex rubber.
So I poison my girl every night.
No,
like that's crazy.
You stupid, yo.
Yo, maybe he's talking about the doctors are handling it with latex gloves on, because he can't be talking about no latex in the damn vaccines, man.
Man, he said it, didn't he?
There's no way he's talking about that.
Is latex rubber harmful?
What are this guy don't know chemistry. Stay in your lane, bro. Chemistry ain't your lane.
Hold on, man. All right, here we go. Immunization action. Hold on. Oh, man. All right, let me see this incredible website. God damn.
Hold on, the FDA, FDA.gov says in latex rubber, exposure can result in sensitivity to natural rubber latex proteins with symptoms ranging from skin redness, rash, hives, or itching to difficulty breathing and wheezing. Rarely, shock and even death can occur.
What did I do? Latex. What?
He mentioned something about latex rubber being harmful.
No, he said it was in the vaccine.
You don't know chemistry, dude. Just go ahead and run. I start questioning you. You ain't gonna know shit.
What'd you say, unbiased?
No, I got a troll in the chat room. I give a man some chemistry questions, he gonna run away.
Man, stop cussing, man. We ain't cussing.
My bad.
What is the most common reaction to latex?
Why are you looking for that? We're looking for latex rubber in the vaccine.
Okay.
Pregnant health personal. What you got over there, Morpheus?
I'm looking. This is funny. I can't even fathom this right now, yo.
Don't worry about it. We couldn't phantom all the shit he said. He was right. He just lied about the way.
Let me say something real quick. First, I'm gonna put this in the chat.
Stay with the latex for a minute.
That's
it's
what
in
I'm
the packaging.
Look, it says, where can I find comprehensive listings of precautions and contradictions to vaccinations? I don't want to use that. It's got a lot of sources on here, but dealing with regard to the latex, it says latex is a product of the rubber tree. People with a history of it just talks about that, but it says latex should generally not be given vaccines that have been in contact with natural rubber or latex, either in the vial or in the syringe, unless the benefit of vaccination outweighs the risk of potential allergic reaction. I got to read more because this isn't too credible.
Yeah, let me see. Hold
on. Clinical news. Should not be administered for the vaccination. Latex and vaccine packaging.
Okay. I got you. That's what it is.
That's where I'm at. That's the CDC.
Yeah, you had the CDC. What it say? That's what it is. Okay.
That's it. Vaccine. I mean,
it's in the packaging. Yeah.
What it say?
Dry natural rubber is used in the tip of the syringe, plunger, the tip of pre-filled syringes, vials as stoppers.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Oh, so it's not in the vaccine?
No.
No, it's not in any of the ingredients.
It's in the packaging.
We want to make sure.
And it's for people, you got people who have latex allergies, right? So if it's stopping a needle or something like that, they're allergic to it. So again, you would have to resort to an allergist or an immunologist to get administered the vaccine, because they're going to have something that doesn't come in those packages, or latex-free syringes and packagings for those who have latex allergies. But it's not in the vaccine, it's in the packaging.
Yeah, that's true, party.
Syringe.
So watch this, yo. That's why I say don't be too fast. Because remember, Dr. Phil Good Pseudo is a pseudo sophisticated. So he's going to give you truth and falsehood strangely mixed, just like Dr. Malachi Young. They give you truth and falsehood strangely mixed. Okay? Get that, right? It's simple. It's not even hard. All right? That's what they do. So they'll mention rubber and all that as if it's ingredients, knowing that it's really used to stop up needles and stuff. You know that, but he's mixing it in. Just like the ingredients he mentioned. He know that's in there, but he's gonna make them dangerous.
Right.
All right, that's the game they play, yo. Wow. They do. What is this? Armor Squad debate strategy. Call you Pseudo and give 5-minute lecture about how you don't understand scientific methodology. Yep, you got it right there, Mr. Hutch. Then somebody get that man a bone. You got it right. There you go, bro. There you have it. You're on your A game there, Mr. Hutch. And you keep running. Make you famous, though, Hutch. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Sean.
All right, so you want me to let me read it, yo.
No, you don't gotta read that anymore. Let's go.
All right, let me play. All right, yeah. All right, hold on.
These are not natural substances. These substances would never find their way into the bloodstream. What vaccinations do is to cut directly into the skin and pass the mucous membrane and go directly into the bloodstream and place materials there poisons that would never have gotten into the bloodstream.
Okay, I want to stop it right there. And the reason that I want to stop it right there is let's deal with what vaccines are.
Good, you stopped it right there.
Yeah, I stopped it, but hold on.
Vaccine ain't no damn poison, so he done made it a poison.
Yeah.
And he'll say that enough times, and the way he say his voice, and everybody will believe that when you just dumb. When you dumb and ignorant, you'll do that. You'll go for that. You won't look at, you won't say, how's they killing us with vaccines? And my mother was vaccinated, grandma was vaccinated. How the hell did we got generations of black people? We all got killed. Maybe we walking around in an alternative universe or something, and we're really all dead. Maybe that's it. Maybe we're ghosts walking around here. I don't know. How is it killing us? And the last 10 generations that's been in America has been vaccinated since the 1700s. We're not dead.
Okay, so vaccines are products that protect people against serious and potentially deadly diseases. Unlike most medicines that treat or cure diseases, vaccines prevent them. On this site, you can learn what vaccines are, how they work, and why they are important. You see the terms vaccine, vaccinations, immunizations used across this site. The following is a simple guide to help you remember their definitions, and I'm gonna drop it in the chat because it's a learning experience. Vaccines are products that produce immunity to a specific disease. Most vaccines are given by injection needle, but some are given orally by mouth or nasally sprayed into the nose. Vaccinations is the act of introducing a vaccine into the body to produce immunity to a specific disease. Immunization is the process by which a person or animal becomes protected against a disease. This term is often used interchangeably with vaccination. So what does immunity mean? Immunity is protection from a disease. If you are immune to a disease, you can be exposed to it without becoming sick.
Hey, Rob Bourne was asking for the link.
Put it in the chat room. John, put the link in the chat room. Put it in there, Sean.
I ain't putting nothing nowhere. Oh yeah, I dropped the link in the thing. All right, hold on.
No, I'm saying the link for the first card for the
All right.
This is not science. This is genocide. Now, what most people don't understand, and I'd like the brother to understand, is that vaccination is surgery. And I will tell you, and I will show you by proof, based upon the American College of Surgeons model bill, an act adopted by the American Medical Association House of Delegates 2007, in order to provide uniformity throughout the several states by definition in statute and administrative code by 25 of the 50 states. The definition of a surgery is as follows. A surgery means a procedure for the purpose of structurally altering the human body by incision or destruction of tissues, and is part of the practice of medicine for diagnostic and therapeutic treatment of conditions or disease processes by any instrument causing localized alteration or transportation of live human tissue, which includes lasers, ultrasound, ionizing radiation, scalpels, probes, and needles. So what you are submitting your children to, your newborn, is the surgery. And from what I understand, according to medical ethics, you can seek a second opinion when someone tells you that you need a surgery. So there is no science in it when you take poisons that would never reach the bloodstream. And I will leave you with this before I yield the floor. When a surgeon is getting ready for surgery, he stands at the trough and for 5 to 6 minutes, 7 minutes, washes his hands from his fingernails all the way up to his elbows. This he does, or she, in order to make sure that there is no transportation of any germs or any kind of materials that would pollute the environment or the surgical theater. But that same surgeon would take the combination of 20 different toxic poisons and against his very oath and against his very protocols of sanitary behavior, take that filth and put it directly into the bloodstreams, the crystalline bloodstreams of a newborn baby. There is no science in vaccinations. And the fact that there's over $2.5 billion in the vaccine damage catalog that they put aside in order for vaccine damages, and the fact that thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people are injured as well as killed by vaccinations, precludes any kind of argument that vaccinations are a science. I yield back my time.
All right, my brother.
So there you have it. So he used the word, he read a document and he flim-flam it together and he work it real well and make it seem like that you're doing surgery on your baby when you give him a shot. Yeah, that's a bunch of...
he never sources up.
Psychobabble, huh?
He never sources up, ever.
He did. That was a source. 2007. Something of surgeons or something. Yeah, that was a source right there. You didn't know it?
Say it again?
That was a source right there, but he misused the source to play his game on how on you doing surgery on your baby to scare parents away. That's what he's doing. It's a scare tactic. All right, scare tactic.
What about when he said formaldehyde doesn't come in the bloodstream naturally?
It doesn't do what? Oh yeah, he just talked.
Remember he said aluminum come in your bloodstream naturally?
Yeah, he's just bugging. What about when he said that the dirt? He said you wouldn't use dirt to cure you.
Yeah, why do you say dirt?
He's trying to say like dirt is the elements. Man, it's dirt.
No, the dirt is not. It's a compound element. It's not an element.
That's the compound. The dirt is, and within dirt, there are elements in dirt. Like, I mean, what's like? Come on, dude.
Oh, okay. So he's just saying randomly grab elements and put them in a vat.
He's just crazy, yo. I say, put it in the back. Put what in the back, chat, Sean?
I don't know, man. They in the chat tripping.
About what?
I don't know. They just talking to themselves. They sound crazy.
They think they got some opposing research.
He don't oppose it. So that's what I'm saying. It's dumb.
Man, I'm saying who, yo?
I guess they're talking about Alan. They keep asking Alan to get on the chat.
What?
For whatever reason.
Alan has what Alan said?
All that shit.
I don't know what he said. I guess he has a contention with talking about that they are arguing over something, but you can't argue over anything you don't have evidence to support. So the actual anti-vaxxers would have to prove with clinical data that they actually found something in the research.
Wait, what? Alan saying what?
I don't know. No, I was reading something else.
He claimed he got some opposing information.
No, he didn't. He didn't say that.
That's what he said.
He did not.
All right. Well, he said he sent the link somewhere. I don't know what he's talking about.
Really? Come on, Alan. Don't be on the wrong side of history, Alan. Don't do it to yourself, yo. You made a career out of being on the wrong side of history early in the days, yo. Don't do it. Don't go back, yo. Don't go back, bro.
I'm dying to hear this.
Don't be a punching bag, yo. Don't do it to yourself, yo. The evolution, the punching bag, you still remnants of that. And don't do it with the vaccine. You're gonna get beat up with the rest of the students. Don't do yourself like that.
There you go, let him in.
Let him in. I know.
Nah, that ain't him. That ain't him. That ain't him.
Man, well, Alan ain't trying to come on here and
that ain't him.
Act like one he didn't get vaccinated.
I don't think he said that, yo.
He didn't say that. He didn't say he didn't get vaccinated. That's what I'm saying. People act like there's some type of contention when I think they're misunderstanding what he's even saying in general. So
No, I didn't say he didn't say that. I'm saying like you can't come.
I ain't talking about you, Unc.
And shit you got yourself and ain't dead and nothing happened to you.
Yo, true story. It said eat mud. Just eat mud to get vaccines.
He said KT the art degree said that.
Yeah, he said eat mud.
Hey, man. All right, let's see. Let's take this. Let's take this person who's jumped on the panels. What's good? You on the joint? What's up? You on the Real Black Atheist on Fire? What's up with you? What's on your mind there?
What's up, man? I'm just watching the live stream. Yeah, Unc, you getting real mature these days too, man. You stepping up. I don't know if you want to say you already been mature, but I noticed.
Right, come on, yo.
A bit more mature debates. I mean, you definitely like leveling up the whole information should go. You're one of my master teachers, and I'm against vaccines, so I'm not even on no bias shit. I'm not even on no emotional, personal shit.
What?
Right, what? Right, what? Right, what? And I'm pseudo, right? And I'm a troll. So now that we got that out the way, we can build. Because people just want to be making accusations, trying to assassinate people's characters. Nigga, I came to support Unc West. Like, all y'all ever niggas is like extracurricular. So don't even acknowledge me. Like,
all right, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna figure out what's your main problem with vaccines. Let's see if we can work it out. We could actually work this out, bro.
oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So give me your main issue with vaccines, and let's see if we can work. Let's see if it's grounded in reasonabilities. Let's see if it's grounded in science, or the way you feel is grounded in a belief in pseudoscience.
Okay, my main issue with vaccines is like it's mandated. You go to school and they like, all right, first things first, kids, take this needle to the gut. Like that seems a little immoral to me. I mean, you might pull all the facts and the receipts or whatever, but shouldn't you have a choice to receive a needle in your arm? Like, I know you against veganism and something, but
never said that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You know, you're right. You definitely did not say that. But I just would go with the vegan approach. Like, you know, your body has all the extra assets to heal itself, self-regeneration, but I guess that's true as well. But that's what I would, the more natural aspect, homeopathic medicine, making that the new culture, returning us back to kings and queens.
Okay. So let's do this. Let's deal with homeopathic medicine first. Can somebody look that up? We're gonna start there, right? We're gonna jump into veganism and then we're going to the vaccines. And I'm gonna show you that everything you just mentioned is the white boy thing. Straight white boy thing. Nobody else involved. Homeopathic. Can we look up homeopathic, please?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see what it is. Let's see if our community want to be homeopathic based. Let's see how that work out.
Are you ready?
Let's go. Give me the link.
Okay, I'm sending it to you. Right
I'm not playing with y'all, yo.
The link.
Not the night to play.
The link.
All right, did you get it?
Yeah, you sent it to Facebook, right? Or you put it in the chat?
You want to put it in the chat instead?
Where you put it at?
I put it in the Facebook.
Hey, Kayla, this party music. Kayla blocked me like 5 times.
Yo. Yeah, we ain't blacking nobody. I heard you. What's up? Hold on. What's good?
He don't never have any evidence, so there's gonna
Wait,
be.
I thought y'all said y'all was about to pull something up. I'm doing the searching. I'm over
No,
here.
no, you're not. We good. Hold on. I gotta get on my thing.
God damn.
You good. We coming in peace, yo. We helping out the young brothers, yo. You gonna get it?
Right. I told you I was gonna promote you on Twitter and the gram. You got hit me up.
You good? I did. I called you today. You ain't pick up the phone. Y'all.
What word y'all looking up?
Homeopathic. I got it. I just need to get.
It's right here on the screen. You see it?
Go ahead, read it.
Yo, mic check, mic check.
We hear you, brother.
Homeopathy.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm gonna let him read that, man. I don't got too long. I got 2 questions for Mr. Unbiased, and there's something for you too, huh?
Just state your claim. That's all. You got opposing arguments. Just be
All
arguing.
right, hold on, man. Come on, man. Let's keep it in order. Let's go. Go ahead. I know you ain't got too long, bro, but you
Homeopathy, also known as homeopathic medicine, is a medical system that was developed in Germany more than 200 years ago. It's based on two unconventional theories. Like cures like. The notion that a disease can be cured by a substance that produces similar symptoms in the healthy people. Law of minimum dose. The notion that the lower the dose of the medication, the greater its effectiveness. Many homeopathic products are so diluted that no molecule of the original substance remains. Homeopathic products come from plants such as red onions, arnica, mountain herb, poison ivy, belladonna, deadly nightshade, and stingy nettle. Minerals such as white arsenic or animals such as fresh old bees. Homeopathic products are often made as sugar pellets to be placed under the tongue. They may also be in other forms such as ointments, gels, drops, creams, and tablets. Treatments are individualized or tailored to each person. It's common for different people with the same condition to receive different treatments.
Man, get down to the part where it says pseudoscience. I know.
Yo, oh my God. Get to the
point. Okay, hold on. What the science says about effectiveness of homeopathy in 2015, a comprehensive assessment of evidence by Australian government National Health and Medical Research Council concluded that there is no reliable evidence that homeopathy is effective for any health condition. Homeopathy is a controversial topic. A number of its key concepts don't agree with fundamental scientific concepts. For example, it's not possible to explain in scientific terms how a product containing little or no active ingredient can have any effect. This in turn creates major challenges to rigorous clinical investigation of such products. For example, researchers cannot confirm that an extremely diluted mixture contains what is listed on the label, nor have they been able to develop objective measures that show effectiveness of extremely diluted products in human body. Another research challenge is that homeopathic treatments are highly individualized and there is no uniform prescribing standard of homeopathic practitioners. There are hundreds of different homeopathic remedies which can be prescribed in a variety of different dilutions of thousands of symptoms. There's no evidence to support homeopathic immunization.
So basically, you want us to eat Popeye's chicken sandwiches?
Yo, hey, Sean.
Yeah.
If you look at Wikipedia, it tells you homeopathy is a pseudoscientific system of alternative medicine.
Right.
It was created.
This article is basically saying it in different terms.
Right. It was created in 1796 by Samuel. Who's guy? Oh, Samuel.
Can we see the white boy, please?
Look what it says right here, though. It says don't use homeopathy to replace.
Stop. Yo, y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. See how y'all digging so deep into this? It's not even
you're supposed to.
Oh, relax. What else can we do?
But I wasn't
Hey,
even.
brother, brother,
brother,
I only got like 5 minutes, man. I just want to
go ahead, Rob.
Hold on, though, yo. I know you got 5. I'm gonna take 1 more minute. I'm trying to show the brother. Got you. So, brother, we gotta always get. I mean, like our ancestors did come over here and change, and we supposed to question everything that we got during that process of enslavement. As a matter of fact, we supposed to question everything, period, because we are in charge of the lives of our babies. So we got to question everything.
All right, well, research
white guy. That's it.
Research this. All natural diet, raw fruits and vegetables, no fried foods, no sugar, no salt. That's basically what I was trying to say. You pulling up the definition, that's not. I don't even know if that's homeopathic, okay? I'm talking about an all natural diet.
I'm not trying to win, bro. Trust me.
I feel you.
I'm not trying to win.
Me either.
Yeah, we ain't trying to win because you're gonna unravel everything you just did, but that is the white boy thing, though. That just was my point.
But all right, let me rebut that because
don't rebut. It's crazy. I'm gonna let Wishman come in here real quick. What's up, Alan? What you got real fast?
Yeah. What's up? I got one thing for you. Did you get that book from Cabo on the adverse effects of vaccines that I sent to you, bro?
Nah.
Huh?
Nah.
All right. So I'm gonna send it again. I was told that it was sent to you. But anyway, this is for unbiased. You asked me for debate.
Whoa. Let's talk about the adverse effects of vaccines.
Yes, I'm gonna get right to it right now. This real quick. This 1, 2, 3 operation is done. Listen, in that book, I'm gonna send it to you again. I'm gonna send it to you. It's a green book. So the brother asked me, is there any debates on the adverse effects of vaccines? Yes, there is. So my question to you,
Whoa. What's the name of the person?
Hold on, let me get.
What's the name?
Yo, I'm gonna send you the book again. It's by Kathleen Storrett and Andrew Ford, and there's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of scientists in the book. I'm gonna give it to you again, bro. You need to read this book. It is highly imperative that you read this. Highly imperative.
No, you're moving
yes,
quick.
It is very highly imperative. All right, I'm going slow. Listen, I'm going. Look, I'm not even in New York, man. I'm on vacay now, man. Now, you're lucky I'm on here.
Alan, we're not lucky you on here. Alan, relax.
Can I get this out?
Alan, Alan, we're not rushing this. Alan, you want to know the title of the book, bro? Relax.
I just told you the title of the book. The book is by Kathleen Storrett, The Adverse Effects
Type
of
that in right there in
Vaccines.
the search engine, Sean. Hold on. The Adverse Effects of Vaccine, what?
By Kathleen, KathleenStorratton. I will send you the book, bro.
Relax. We looking up right
Kaba
here.
said she sent it to you.
Man, she might have did, man. She ain't lying. She ain't no
Yeah, she did, and you no, she not, and you ain't open the book.
Kathleen Hoorah.
Yo, man, I gotta go. Listen, man, this is what I got.
Why do you gotta go?
Yo, let me get this out. Why you keep cutting me off, bro?
Name, yo? Damn. Because you won't give us the last name.
Stratton. I said it 3 times already, bro. Damn, bro. I'll send you the book. It's a PDF. So there are debates in government in United States and there. So my question for you, Mr. Yo, can I get this out, bro? Why you keep cutting me off? You damn, son. Are you scared? I'm not on no side of you scared. Damn, son.
You turn up
I know people scared. I know people scared. I know people scared of me. I understand.
Oh, come on, Alan. Why are you serious right now, Alan?
Listen, I'm turned up over here, so you gonna have to bear with me. Look, so I'm biased. Why did the government? Listen. Why did the government create the National Childhood Vaccine Injury Act? Also, why did they create the National Yo, hold on, man.
You come out there and VICP. Okay, let me answer that. That's easy as hell.
Man. Let me talk. Yo, stop cutting me off, man. I know you scared.
You said you talking about VAERS and VICP. Go ahead.
He said
let me finish reading, bro. Let me finish reading. That's the norm in the conscious community. They scared the debate. Go. Kill them. There you go. That's what it is. The established, what is the National Vaccine? Oh, hold on. It's called the National Childhood Vaccine Injury Act. Okay. That was produced because of studies that I want you to look that up. The next The next one is called the National Vaccine Injury Compensation Program.
Okay.
Why is the government making programs to compensate people for the vaccine that we all get?
Okay, now let me answer that. That's easy as shit. Okay, for one, there's no money in vaccine making. So the government has to get incentives for pharmaceutical companies to make vaccines. There's no money in that at all. Matter of fact, if you Google it right now, let me answer.
Stop.
Let me no.
You not. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Answer the question.
Calm down, bro.
That's easy as hell to answer.
Man, calm down. Yo, calm down. The name of the program is that you never heard of this before I mentioned to you. You are 24 hours. Let me finish. If y'all not gonna let me talk, then I can leave.
This, Alan?
What are you talking about, bro?
Because you wouldn't be saying what you be saying, bro.
I'm trying to answer your question. You cut me off. Why you cut me off?
Oh, man.
You didn't answer the... Yo, son,
you know
why did they create the national...
I'm biased.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing. Let him talk himself to death. Go ahead, Alan.
Good.
Run your mouth.
I don't lose it. I don't lose debate. I don't lose debate. None of my debates I lose. My comment section don't say I get my ass whooped. Nowhere.
Get your ass
So
whipped.
let's get that right.
You did it.
Get that right.
All right, go ahead,
I never lose a debate.
Hey, Unc, let him
You
go. Let
got
him go.
400 debates and you got 400 comments that saying you getting your ass whooped. You need to listen to this.
Nah, hey, Rob,
And
go ahead.
calm down.
Be quiet,
You need to calm down. Now go look at my debate comments. Look at my comments. Rob Bourne diminishing them. Rob Bourne got him running. Come on, man. I'm trying to help you, man. You don't want my help, just say you don't want it. Now, back to you, unbiased. This is called the National Vaccine Injury Compensation Program. Explain that to me. What is that about? Go ahead,
Okay,
Google Scholar.
I just
Turn it up,
did.
Google Scholar.
He gonna
Okay,
call him a
now
Google.
be quiet, hollership guy. I just said vaccines are produced by pharmaceutical companies. There is no money in it. The government gives incentives for them to make vaccines. They make more money with Percocets. They make more money with kidney disease pills, whatever, and other liquids. They make more money like that. Bro, let me finish. So
I'm not talking.
Okay, so what they do is they say, now they understand, now for Rob Bourne, what you didn't know is that I worked in the pharmaceutical field, dude, so you done fucked up. Okay, so now what happens is, and everybody listening, when the FDA approves something, it's up to, it's called GMP, PPE, all that type of shit, bro, all those acronyms, yeah. So it's up to the pharmaceutical company to abide by the GMP, right, to produce and other things they got to, sign off to produce these, to manufacture these drugs correctly. If they fuck up or produce a little more, add more or less, the company can be sued. Now, they don't want to be sued on something like something like fucking up a batch of vaccines because it already does not make money. So they don't want to lose money like that. So the government took that responsibility and said, listen, we will take over that. We as far as the fuck ups. That happens all day long in pharmaceutical companies. So a lot of them get go bankrupt because they're being sued, or the FDA is sanctioning them, locking people up, or fining them. That happens all the time. So the government said, we will take that from you. If something happened with the vaccines, we will pay that shit off. For everything else, that's on you. So it was an incentive for them to make vaccines. If you Google right now, pharmaceutical companies right now is dropping out of the vaccine market, dude. It's called an incentive. That was light.
All right, my brother. Oh, okay, my brother. Listen, right.
What is
The definition of the National Vaccine Injury Compensation Program states this: to compensate those injured by vaccines on a non-fault bias.
You're right.
Okay, now look.
Have the national. Hold on, wait, slow down,
Okay.
bro. Calm
All
down. Then you have this is an act by the government, the National Childhood Vaccination Injury Act. Within inside of these, they have found that some people have adverse effects to the vaccines that take place. If it can be proven that these vaccines are the things that did this to the person, that's why they have this in place. To give the American taxpayer people that you are taking these injections, that it's some shit that could go wrong with it. That's all I'm saying.
Nah.
Alan.
Somebody phone need to go on mute, yo.
Yeah, that's dude in the background,
Hey, yo,
yo.
cut dude off.
That's dude in the background, yo.
All right. So now I'm gonna go to my vaccine following you, dude.
Now hold on. Let me go to the Journal of Nature real fast. Let me get Alan out of here. This is where you get beat up, Alan. I told you you're gonna get beat up.
Hey, Sean, yo, can you mute dude, Joe?
I did mute him.
He's back, Unc. You gotta kick him.
No, he muted out. The phone number, right? That's muted.
No, that's Rob Bourne.
The phone is Rob Bourne. The other dude was the one with the chitter chat. Unmute Rock.
I muted him. 367. Oh. All right. So here we go. Let's go to the Journal of Science. Right? Let's go to April 27, 2017. What's the date on that book Alan talking about there, Sean?
The date of the book is 1986.
Right.
Well, no, he's talking about the act of 1986. I'm sorry. My apologies. You got a book in front of you.
Oh, what's the date on that book?
Hold on. The date on the book is April 2013.
All right. So let's deal with the court case. Let's do vaccines on trial. U.S. court separates fact from fiction. All right. So Alan is all in fiction right now. He trying to help somebody. Let's get right to it. Lee Duran, right, cleaning an unfinished basement home in Falls Church, Virginia, one day in October 2010, when she scraped her hand on a rusty nail. Not long after, the 37-year-old lawyer. What is that? Why
mute out Morpheus.
You gotta mute out.
And Lehigh, mute out.
Everybody mute. All right. So I'm dealing with a sister called Lee Duran. Now, this sister is very important. She was in the basement. A rusty nail got her, so she go get a vaccine shot, right? A tetanus shot. And when she got to, watch this, her physician stood to her left and leaned over her shoulder with the needle. The pain was immediate, so excruciating that Durant screamed. So this lady goes to get a tetanus shot, right? And they give her a shot in the arm, and they put the shot in the wrong place in the arm, so she screamed. Now watch this. I knew right then and there that something had gone terribly wrong, she recalls. 6 years later, driven by that painful jab, Duran has become a vaccine injury lawyer with a blustering practice in Washington, D.C., half a mile from red brick building that houses what is popularly known as the vaccine court. That brother think that he educated us on. 30 years ago, federal law established a court, part of the U.S. Court of Federal Claims, to remove vaccine injury cases from civil courts. I'm gonna say this again. 30 years ago, federal law established that court, part of the U.S. Court of Federal Claims, to remove vaccine injury cases from the civil courts, where a wave of lawsuits had spooked vaccine makers and was threatening to cause vaccine shortages. So Ambas talked about that.
I killed him.
We know the main reason. Hold on, let me have this. He in the middle of the street right now, and I'm hitting him with the left hand, get ready to knock him out with the right. So we already know why they established it, right? No matter what the pseudo saying, I'm not calling you a pseudo, Alan. The pseudo will take that and run with it. You smarter than that, Alan. They was causing vaccine shortages because the pharmaceutical companies like, well, I don't got to do it. I ain't getting no money out of this for real anyway. We don't got to do it. Now watch this. That law, the National Childhood Vaccine Inquiry Act of 1986, limited the legal liability of vaccine makers and created a National Vaccine Inquiry Compensation Program, VICP. In the Department of Health and Human Services. The VICP is a non-fault route for people injured by vaccines to win damages from government trust fund financed by an excess tax on vaccines. Despite the law's title, adults too can win compensation of vaccine injuries. So the pseudo will make up this whole scenario on why they made that up. Oh, they made it up so you can't sue and get compensated. The vaccine company. That's not why it was started, no matter what they say. Do not allow the pseudo to control the narrative. The reason why it was started, right, to make sure there wouldn't be vaccine shortages, because they were just crazy trying to sue, making up any damn thing. So they say, we want to level the playing field and balance this thing out here. We want to make sure that people are okay and they right. Because we know we test these vaccines for over 20 years, but something could have slipped through the cracks. We want to make sure everything is good because we need these damn vaccines. Watch this. Keep going. Since its first case in 1988, Vaccine Court has adjudicated, wait, let me make sure I got that. Has adjudicated, watch this. Since its first case in 1988, Vaccine Court has adjudicated more than 16,000 petitioners. All right. So since 1988, they've paid out 16,000 petitioners. All right. And dismissed 2/3 of them. To the successful petitioners and their lawyers, it has awarded about $3.6 billion. Man, why is the government giving out all this money? Interesting. The pseudo will take that and turn it into their own little conspiracy. The question is, why would the federal government create a program that has paid out $3.6 billion. Why? Because they're being open with everything. That's why. They're not like the pseudo who just makes up stuff, right? They're generally caring about the well-being of the population in America, no matter what y'all say, to the point where they create a vaccine court that's not even like a regular court, meaning that a lot of people can win. Now let's talk about this. Let's get into the details of it. The system has attracted scores of attorneys who are paid hourly legal fees of up to $430 an hour. Let me say it again. The system was attracted by scores of attorneys who are paid hourly legal fees of up to $430, regardless of whether a claim succeeds. So the lawyers get paid. Watch this, y'all. The lawyers get paid whether their client wins or loses.
Yep.
Well, y'all, the client ain't got to pay a dime. Keep going.
What's that source,
The Journal of Science.
Hey, check it out.
Don't cut me off.
Go ahead.
What you gonna say? What you gonna say, yo?
No, I was saying that I don't think that he wanted you to disclose that he was using that, saying that they probably was going to use that book.
They never was going to use that book against Brother Unk. I don't have to hide this. Listen to what I'm telling you. I don't have to hide this. They can't get around it. It don't matter.
You see my screen?
No, Alan was howling, screaming too much to think he really thought he had something, y'all. He wasn't trying to help.
You see my screen,
They blocked me in the chat room, Nah, I don't know what I said.
He was
I
just.
don't know what I said.
Alan was doing. Alan, he was just sharpening skills.
You on mute?
Yeah, he said he pro-vaccine, yo.
We can't hear you.
Oh, I'm explaining to you. Oh, what you mean you can't hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you a second ago.
All right, let me finish.
Real quick, I put the book that Alan said he sent Sister Kaba that she emailed you and you didn't check it. I got the book right here, vaccine safety and all that. I put it in the Zoom chat and I'm about to drop it in the link for anybody interested in reading the book. It's 895 pages.
Hey, before you go, my screen, I'm showing a paper out. It's already printed out. It's called About the National Vaccine Injury Compensation Program. You see, he said I didn't know about this. It's right here.
Oh man, he just talking shit. You know, damn, that's the first thing we dealing with is that.
Can moderator unblock me from the chat, man? Damn, I didn't even say nothing.
When you done, I'm gonna read mine.
Somebody out, man. Somebody block. How you unblock? Hey, Sean, can you unblock him?
Unblock Party Music DJ Aki, bro. I didn't even say nothing.
I can't unblock him because I have him blocked on YouTube. I ain't dealing with dude.
Oh my God,
I'm waiting on that source for the dead babies, man.
Oh my God. The dead baby fetus?
Nah, he said the vaccines kill.
Oh yeah.
Children. That's him.
Hey, Sister Kaba, unblock him.
Thank you. Damn.
Finish reading,
I was saying that I have him blocked on YouTube. I don't have him blocked in the chat. I didn't block him in the chat. I can't see him at all.
I don't care if you had me blocked on YouTube, bro. I don't care where you had me blocked at, bro. I don't even know you use an internet YouTube nigga. You keep saying, well, I got you blocked on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, nigga.
Hey man.
I don't give a fuck.
You
can say that shit all night long. You can block me on Facebook and Twitter too. I came here for Aunt West. Get that straight.
Yeah, yo, they my friends, yo. You can't attack my friends.
He asked me a question and I was telling him why I said what I said. So if you emotional about what I said, bro, that's on you. I asked you for a source on the Garfield show and you have not provided evidence for your claim.
Okay, I'm not going to provide evidence.
Well, thank you.
That, bro.
In the story.
You just got blocked today, yo.
So why you blocking me, bro?
Hold on, you just got blocked. You just got blocked today.
I didn't block you.
When you get blocked?
Why you blocking me?
I don't see you in the chat. Do you not understand that I don't see you in the chat?
You just got blocked today, right?
People in the chat.
Did you just get blocked today? I'm trying to fix it, bro. Listen, did you just get blocked today?
Yeah.
Sister Kaba just unhid him from the chat, yo. He can comment in the chat.
All right, you straight, yo. Relax.
Yo, can I read this up?
No, nigga, let me finish. God damn.
I thought you were done, dude.
I wasn't done. Y'all, just Chevron came in, Average Savage came in, Sean came in, and you got the paper in the damn screen come in.
Go ahead.
Damn, y'all done killed my rhythm now. Shit. Trying to make a real serious point here. So I said they make $430 an hour. That's a lot of money to get paid. We need to do that. I need to be a damn vaccine lawyer. Dang. Okay. The website lists 195 lawyers nationwide who are willing to take vaccine cases, although petitioners can hire others. It said many are clearly in search of their piece of the 3.7 billion sitting in the trust fund today. So they got a trust fund, all right? Fully aware of the trust fund, okay? A sample of the bold proclamation on vaccine lawyers. Websites include these. We have recovered millions for our clients. Pursue, y'all seen them commercials, right, y'all? It's a compensation and no cost to you. We've seen those commercials before. It's a Duran's website makes the same point, although in smaller fonts and classier prose. It said, yet she might be unique in that her own experience drove her into vaccine law. Once an immigration lawyer at the U.S. Department of Justice and later an outspoken director of the nonprofit advocating for stricter enforcement of immigration laws, she changed her career course and ultimately became a full-time vaccine injury lawyer after the tetanus shot gone wrong. Okay, now during Durant's injury, her legal practice and petitioner filed at vaccine court offer a window into the real risks of vaccinations. We're going to deal with the real risks of vaccinations here. Don't let the pseudo tell you what the risks are, because they don't know, right? Those risks can be as severe as extremely rare, dramatic death from anaphylaxis. Let's look this word up, yo. ANAPHYLAXIX. Let's see what that is. You got that? I'm biased.
Say that again.
ANAPHYLAXIS.
What is that?
You got to look. Okay, man, you off the you're done.
Oh no, I'm reading my, you know what I mean, my rebuttal.
Man, you reading the same thing I'm reading. You got the actual act. Where you at, Sean? You got the act.
The act of what?
Nope. All right. Sean, where you at? I ain't listening. I ain't messing with you.
Yeah, I'm focused, man.
Hey, you're not focused. You reading the same shit I got.
I'm right here, yo. What you want me to look up?
Spell it again.
Man, I gotta find it now.
Anaphylaxis?
Yes. Did I say that? I said it right too. Anaphylaxis.
Yeah, you want the definition?
Yep. What is it?
Is a series of life-threatening allergic reactions. The most common anaphylactic reactions are to foods, insect stings, medications, and latex. If you are allergic to a substance, your immune system overreacts to this allergen by releasing chemicals that cause allergy symptoms.
So here you go. Anaphylaxis. It say those risks can be as severe as extreme and extremely rare. Y'all know what extremely rare is? Dramatic death from how you say it? Anaphylaxis and
anaphylaxis.
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 Anaphylaxis. Yeah, the PH is the F. Anaphylaxis and overwhelming allergic reaction, or as pedestrian as shoulder injuries like Duran's. So we got a scale here. It can be as dramatic as that allergic reaction to things, right? Okay, or a shoulder injury. Don't nobody tell you that the shoulder injury is part of the numbers when you start dealing with adverse effects of vaccines. Have you ever heard anybody mention shoulder injuries? Have y'all? I haven't. Okay, watch this. Hold on. And although petitioners to the court do include the kind of bogus injuries that that frighten parents. The most common and prominent of those has not been warmly received. Not once has the court compensated a petitioner claiming that an vaccine caused autism. Not one time has anybody got paid for that. Now they're giving away money like it's Christmas over there. Why would they give money away for that? Y'all gotta ask yourself that. So watch this. Durant, who says she makes her living by winning compensation for genuine vaccine injuries, emphasizes the point. Vaccines keep us healthy. I'm gonna say this again. Vaccines keep us healthy. They eradicate diseases. If I had children, I would get them vaccinated. So this lady that has a vaccine injury and won in vaccine court, and is actually a vaccine lady in this court, right? She's a lawyer. She recommends getting vaccinated. That's the interesting right there. Now, just because, you know, she agrees with being vaccinated don't mean vaccines are safe. What makes vaccines safe is that they got these type of mechanisms in place just in case you get hurt, because they want to make sure you straight, because it's far more important for us to be vaccinated, right, than people that getting hurt and not making sure that they straight. I'm gonna say it again. It's important, and it's so important that we get vaccinated that they're willing to pay out people when they do get hurt from them. Now, how about if you take some of them health food products that people like Inky got, you know what I'm saying, all these fake products they selling. Suppose you get hurt taking that. Did it take 20 years to develop those products, y'all? Interesting right there. Is it a court that you can go to when you drink something that Inky gave you, or Ali Muhammad, or KT the Archer degree, or Phil Valentine, any of them? You know what I'm saying? Is it anything that you can get compensated for? Right. I don't think so. Y'all better think about it. Now watch this. If vaccine courts data show, vaccine courts data show that bona fide vaccine injuries are rare. I'm gonna say it again. The court records show that bona fide vaccine injuries are rare. Right? For every million vaccine dosage eligible for compensation that were distributed in the decade beginning in 2006, the court compensated one victim. Did y'all hear? Let me say this again.
Wow, out of 1 million.
For every million vaccine doses eligible for compensation that were distributed in the decade beginning in 2006, the court compensated one injury victim.
That's crazy.
Depending on the gravity of the disease in question, receiving a vaccine is orders of magnitude less dangerous than staying unvaccinated. Let me say this real easy and real clear, right? This is an important point right here. Depending on the gravity of the disease in question, we're talking about different diseases that you can catch. Receiving a vaccine is orders of magnitude, an order of magnitude less dangerous than staying unvaccinated. So when you walk around talking about, I'm taking care of my children and don't got them vaccinated, you're really not taking care of your children, because it's more dangerous to be unvaccinated than it is to be vaccinated. For all y'all pseudoscientists, y'all bananas. It's the accident waiting to happen. That's what we used to say back in the day. So say we was chopping up some cocaine on the table, right? We would not allow you to put drinks on the table. Or say we was cutting up some heroin or something. We would not allow you to put any liquid on the table. Do you know why? Because it was an accident waiting to happen. That's why. Meaning it might not happen today and it might not happen tomorrow or the next day, but you rest assured one day it's going to happen. It's called an accident waiting to happen where I'm from.
Unc West, real street nigga, you heard?
Now, hold on. Watch this. Watch this. The tetanus vaccine that Durant received causes a life-threatening allergic reaction. In at most, watch this, y'all, in at most 0.0006
Wow.
from tetanus. By contrast, is now hold on, of people who get the shot. Let me say this again. The tetanus vaccine that Durant received causes a life-threatening allergic reaction. First of all, they know it can cause life-threatening allergic reactions because they test them. And they thoroughly test it over and over and again. So the pseudo ain't telling us nothing new about this, y'all. They don't have the data to tell you what it is. Only science does. That's important to know that. Don't let them try to act like they came up with it, because they didn't. They had to go to science, right, to figure out what it was, and then they just give it to you the wrong way. That's the joke they play. The tetanus vaccine that Durant received causes a life-threatening allergic reaction in at most 0.0006% of people who get the shot. The U.S. case fatality rate from tetanus, by contrast, is 13.2%. So all y'all pseudos, roll the damn dice with your kids, let them step on a rusty nail or something, and don't get the vaccination or don't get the tetanus.
Right.
13.2 of your ass is grass.
Yep.
As opposed to allergic reaction that's 0.0006.
You gotta weigh it.
Watch this. One injury from vaccines is one too many. So they agree it's one too many, right? But it is also important to keep perspective. The pseudo wants to distort your perspective, y'all. They want to deal and rely on the ignorance of you not understanding what I'm saying right now. Let's keep it in perspective, says Sarah Adolph, a physician at the VICP in Rockville, Maryland. The benefits of vaccinations to the individual, the local community, and the nation as a whole far outweigh the damn risks. I'm gonna say this real slow for all y'all anti-African people that only care about your kid and not thinking about the community of kids and the community of elders and the community of people. You're just thinking about yourself. What y'all say, that's what white people do. Y'all acting like white
killing it right now. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You're killing it right now. You ready for the 15th? No cap.
Hold on. Watch this. Petitions filed with the court suggest that amongst those real risks, right, shoulder injuries have become by far the most common. Don't no pseudo tell you that. Dr. Phil Good Valentine, king of the pseudos, he didn't say that, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Be honest with you, it's a shoulder injury. He didn't say that.
Right.
Them guys up in New York is not gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Brother Keedy in Baltimore, Maryland, he's not gonna say that. He's not gonna tell you that the injury that people get the most is a shoulder injury. They paid for it. So maybe all of us need to run out there real quick and get a tetanus shot and pray that we get a damn shoulder injury. Get a couple 100,000, get about 250,000. I'll take that one. Y'all tripping.
Shit, I'll take
Watch
that.
this.
Where they giving that shit out of?
Watch this. Check this out. Petitioners filed with the court suggest that amongst those real risks, shoulder injuries have become by far the most common. Rare injuries include, I can't even probably read this, Guillain-Barré syndrome, that's GBS, a neurological malady associated with some influenza vaccines. How you say it? And how you say that word again? Anaphylaxis. I said it right? Anaphylaxis, a allergic reaction that almost any vaccine can cause and occurs 1.3 times. It occurs, y'all, 1.3 times per million vaccines. Look, you just gotta be an unlucky guy. I'm just telling you, 1.3 million times per million vaccines. How many times do a black person get shot in the black community?
Right.
When the gun go pow. Out of 1 million shots in the black community, I bet you 1.3 people don't get shot. I bet you way more than that get shot up. So you tell me that gunshots and gunshot victims and people dying from drug overdose and drug addiction, you know what I'm saying, in the black community is far outseeing anything a vaccine will ever do to you? And yet we're jumping on board with the anti-vaccine movement, which was shrouded in racism, white supremacy. Maybe they should be worrying about the vaccines and not you, and you need to get your community straight. Maybe that should be the focus. I am perplexed. Watch this. Hold on. Vaccines also can provoke as well as prevent febrile seizures. They don't ever tell you that it can prevent them. They just say, yo, that you can get it. They don't give you the other side, which occur in up to 5% of toddlers who become feverish for any reason. Those seizures, when they say for any reason, meaning it ain't necessarily had to be the vaccine. Do you know that a fever could trigger a seizure? Did y'all know that? Bet y'all didn't know that. So if you got a fever from a vaccine, it was the fever that actually caused the reaction, the seizure. Those seizures are most common after measles, mumps, and rubella, MMR, or the combined MMR and chickenpox vaccine, occurring in up to 300 of each million children vaccinated. So out of 1 million children, 300 will get a seizure. I take them odds all day. Vaccines are safer than walking through the damn black community. That's for sure. Throw your big chain on and walk down to your local hood and see how safe you'll be. While y'all playing, see, we want to play with this thing right here. We want to play with Dr. Feel Good, Pseudo, King of the Pseudo. We want to play that. We want to listen to him pronounce his words super properly and misinform us and have us thinking he need to be in the damn community, trying to keep down gun violence and drug addiction and get our social economic status right. That's what niggas need to be doing. But no, they'd rather attack something that's actually protecting us and has never proven to kill black people. But yet we listen to it because of the way he delivers his message. But there's no substance in his message. There's no reality in his message because he's a pseudo. As a matter of fact, he's the king of the pseudo. Typically lasting, so we're talking about the seizures, they typically lasting 1 to 3 minutes. The seizures can be frightening to witness, and I know it can, but they are transit and almost always without lasting effects. They don't tell you that. So yeah, your kid might catch a seizure, last 1 to 2 minutes, right? But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, there aren't any lasting effects. Tell the whole damn story. Science tells the whole damn story. It tells you the harmful effects. It could be harmful. It tells you what could happen. How do they know these things? Because they're studying it. And the reward risks, you know what I'm saying? The reward, you know what I'm saying, is higher than the risk, y'all. Better y'all. Measles. Wasn't even coming to age. That's very, very interesting. But I'm gonna stop right there. So we already know what it is, what the course about, and the whole 9 yards. That don't deter us, nor does that scare us. So it's interesting right here. Where the hell Allen go? Allen ran up out of it like he didn't. Very fast.
He's still there.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. I looked at his name. He's still there. You could tag him. He's still there.
In the chat room.
Hold on.
Hey man, make sure y'all hit that GoFundMe up, man. That's important, man.
He was saying in the chat, he was throwing that out there as a counter argument, saying he wanted to give both sides of the what's the name, so y'all could be up on game for the debate.
Man, who you think he talking to, man? This Amaral squad, man.
Hey,
who he talking to?
Right, but it's respectable.
Hey, you said a lot. Can I highlight a few things you said? It takes 1 minute.
Yeah, you on the clock.
Okay, so before the clock start, I did know about the National Vaccine Injury Compensation Program.
We talk about it all day long. Why you gotta prove that?
I didn't Google this. I had printed this out. Okay, so anyway, it provides compensation to people found to be injured by certain vaccines. Even in cases in which such a finding is not made, petitioners may receive compensation through a settlement. The VICP was established after lawsuits against vaccine manufacturers, and healthcare providers threatened to cause vaccine shortages and reduce vaccination rates. That's why they stepped in. Answer is right there. So I'm gonna go further. That's why they stepped in. It's gonna cause vaccination shortages. Now, in the same shit, it says vaccines, like any medicines, can cause side effects, but like you read, most are very rare and very mild. Some health problems that follow vaccinations are not caused by vaccines. Got that? In very rare cases, a vaccine can cause a serious problem. Very rare, you just read, such a severe allergic reaction. In these instances, the National Vaccine Injury Compensation Program, VICP, may provide financial compensation to individuals who file a petition and are found to have been injured by a VICP-covered vaccine, even in cases in which such a finding is not made. What? Even in cases in which a finding is not made. Petitioners may receive compensation through a settlement. Ain't even find anything, you got money. Last one. Okay, so the vaccine injury table. It says the first symptom of these injuries and or conditions occurs within the specific time periods and the injury meets the definition included in the table. It is presumed that the vaccine caused the injury or condition unless another cause is proven. So basically you are innocent until proven you're not innocent, or you know what I mean, it wasn't caused by. So they give the benefit of doubt as though it's true, and then they debunk it, right? So it says if your injury and or condition is not on the table, or if your injury and or condition does not meet the table requirements, you must prove through evidence such as expert witness testimony, medical records, or medical opinion that the vaccine caused the injury, act, or condition. What does it mean to be awarded compensation? Being awarded compensation for petition does not necessarily mean that the vaccine caused the alleged injury. In fact, approximately 70% of all compensation awarded by the VICP comes as a result of a negotiated settlement between the parties in which HHS has not concluded based upon review of the evidence that the alleged vaccine caused the alleged injury. Now, working in the pharmaceutical injury, do you know that when I was employed there, if you a stranger told me in the streets, if you told me you had an adverse reaction to a pill or anything, do you know I had to by law report that, or I could be fired or held liable? I had to report that. So that's how serious they are. That's how serious they are to get the results back to see who's injured, because they want to find out. They want to protect the public. So it's that serious. Yeah, we all are held liable for anybody who tell us about the conditions or adverse problems. We have to report that, or we could be held liable.
Yeah, they're serious with that. I'm gonna say it again. Your local pseudo.
Yeah, I'm on my studies.
Your local pseudo sells products. My question to you is, do they have that system in place? Where's their court? When we can get some money if something go wrong with the stuff we done took. Where's that at? Why is it that black people are more readily, they're so afraid of white people? Hold on, damn it. They're so afraid of white people that they would run to a pseudo, take some pills, something in a bottle, that they claim is healthy for you get messed up and won't be able to get compensated for it.
Right.
Won't protect their children with a vaccine. If something go wrong, at least they got some bread. I don't understand that. I don't understand how they'll go with one lone white person, stand on their soapbox, say the white man's the devil, the government is white, and they're trying to kill us, but run to a non-scientific, ignorant-ass white person for knowledge on something as important as this. I don't get it. As opposed to going to the community where Black people, Chinese people, Australian people, the international community can weigh in on this. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like I done fell somewhere and ended up in another universe, and maybe I'm just not saying this right. Let me say this again. The whole anti-vaccine movement is full of lone wolf white people, non-scientific white people, pseudos, quacks, quack, 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 quacks, full of them, and they're all white. It started out a white movement, and it's a white movement with John S. Kennedy Jr. He's white as a daggone lily. The non-scientist know he got vaccinated in the damn White House. It's bizarre to me. The scientific community does not only include white people, y'all. News flash. It was the basis of African culture. We know this to be sure and be certain. The way they got the understanding of this cutting-edge science is directly from Africa. We can prove and verify it through their sources. You're against that. But on your soapbox, hollering, we love Africa, Black people, I love my children, and the white man's the devil, and the government is white, and they're trying to kill us. You're on your soapbox with that. I don't understand that. It is bizarre. This whole thing is bizarre. It's bananas. So in the chat room, what I'm putting here, my young brother, it's called The History of Veganism from Time Life magazine. We get right to the history of veganism. I promised the young brother that I would show him that everything that he's talking about is spawned by white people. He thought I was just playing. I'm gonna come all the way down here. Veganism is an extreme form of vegetarianism. And though the term was coined in 1944, 1944, Black people wasn't thinking about that like that. The concept of flesh avoidance can be traced back to ancient India and Eastern Mediterranean societies. They don't say Africa, I'm gonna say this again, to India, right, and Mediterranean societies. Vegetarianism is first mentioned by the Greek philosopher and mathematician Pythagoras of Samos around 500 BC. In addition to his theorem about right triangles, Pythagoras promoted benevolence amongst all species, including humans. Followers of Buddhism, Hinduism, and Jainism also advocated vegetarianism, believing that humans should not inflict pain on other animals. Watch this. The meatless lifestyle never really caught on in the West, although it would sometimes pop up during health craze and religious rituals. Strict religious sect founded in, Epicurean Cluster. A strict religious sect founded in 1732 in Pennsylvania, white people, advocated vegetarianism as well as celibacy. The 18th century authoritarian philosopher John Bethlehem believed that animal suffering was just as serious as human suffering and likened the idea of human superiority to racism. Hey, Chief, man, the link is in the chat. All you have to do is scroll down and grab the link, bro. So there you go, young brother.
I'm here. I'm listening. I hear you.
There you go. So no matter what you say, no matter how healthy you think it is, that's white man all the way, bro. That's my whole point. Like, where's the black in that? So you probably need to just change your stance a little bit on the black power and the black man or God. You should relax.
No problem. But
just understand that what you thought was black was really white. That's my point.
It's okay. Yeah, I definitely understand that, and I 80% agree. But I have a question. So, if white people stole everything from Africa, don't we technically own it, and they just stole it from us, right?
No, they didn't steal that from Africa because you don't find that veganism in Africa. That's their own thing. They didn't steal that from Africa.
All right.
You'd be hard pressed to find a vegan African nation, bro.
Okay, I have another question. So now that we know it didn't come from Africa, we stole veganism or whatever the case may be, can we just make the proper corrections to propel us into the future? Because, veganism, quote unquote, is like kind of more healthier than this Popeye's chicken bullshit. It's just obvious. Drinking milk, it has whatever, and this has whatever. Like, we want to adjust our diets to be more healthier, mentally and physically.
That I agree with you on. I agree with you. It is healthier than eating Popeye's chicken. You're right. So what we need to look for is a balance in our diet. We never need to be heavy meat eaters because African nations never was heavy meat eaters.
Right.
So heavy payload of vegetables on a regular basis makes sense. Waking up eating sausages, going to lunch, eating cheeseburgers, and finishing off dinner with a steak is downright heart disease.
Downright heart disease. I mean, you get a extra plate of heart disease with a side of cancer.
Yeah. Sister Kyle, you'll see a vegan cook supreme.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Vegetarian cook too. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, now her diet is serious. So y'all, she got that cookbook coming out. I'm waiting for that, Sister Kaba. Wait for that. Wait for that cookbook.
Yeah, I definitely got to get that book. Yeah.
So yeah, all right, man. So hey, I don't know why you ain't got the link. I don't know what you're doing, bro. The link is in there, man.
Nah, it's not in there. I scrolled up.
You mean it ain't in there?
Nah, it's over. Like all the comments, it's not there. I looked for it just now.
They going crazy in the chat though.
What they talking about? No.
Everything but the top.
KC posted the link again. It's in there.
There you go, Chief.
CK. No, Chief said he ain't want to come on. He said he in Vegas.
Hey, not to cut you off, but
Vegas. Go ahead, brother. Let's get now. We need to get the vaccine, bro.
All right, but you see how I disagree with vaccines. You pro vaccines, and we could coexist perfectly. It's not a big fucking deal.
No, it ain't a big deal. But I'm just saying, it's a level of responsibility you're supposed to have for your fellow man, yo. That's African, yo. If you cared about your babies, yo, you wouldn't leave them unprotected, yo. That's groundbreaking science. That would make you anti-science, yo. Yeah. Well, you ain't gave me now let's get on the vaccines. Why are you anti?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Well, what do you disagree with?
Yeah, what is it that you disagree with?
I'm against the whole vaccination pharmaceutical company thing. Like, I'm totally against big pharma. I'm totally against white supremacy. So I'm just taking a blatant stance against vaccines. I know they out here putting all types of chemicals in it and shit, and they just now releasing like a lot of information. It's kind of sketchy.
Name one.
I don't trust it. If you had a laboratory and distributed these vaccines, then it'd be a whole different story. But as long as they being mass distributed to the masses by white supremacy, I can't trust it.
So that's not true.
It's just like the government. It's just like
right. Like I said, the government is white and they trying to kill you. So let's be real though, yo. None of your fears are founded in fact, though. And I wouldn't have to have a lab, like seriously. Like, that's not founded in facts. Waterfall, what's up?
Yo,
what's good?
What's good, brother? It's Haskell, man.
What's good with you?
Yeah, bro. I see y'all doing your discovery here to make a legal analogy. You know, if you're confident in your information, it really doesn't matter what the other side knows. Like you said, if they can't get around it, they can't get around it.
They can't get on it.
Sure. Curious to know, how y'all gonna approach that William Thompson thing? I think I know you guys have addressed it already.
Yeah, that's another easy thing.
What's that, by?
I said that's very easy. What do you want to know in specific?
All right. So, we're all lay people, really, right? Can we all admit that?
Yeah, of course.
So
we can read though.
Absolutely. But on a fundamental level, we all have to trust, right? And that goes for people who are highly educated too. You specialize in an area, but nobody knows everything. When you go to the mechanic, in a sense, you got to trust that, hey, he's gonna do the right thing. And I think that's what it is with our community. We're distrustful, and rightfully so.
Yeah, but so what about the CDC guy?
Right. So the CDC guy, apparently he had been commissioned to do a study to determine if there was any nexus between vaccine or MMR administration specifically and the onset of autism spectrum, right?
Yep.
And I believe, if I'm not correct, I don't have the information in front of me. Oh, I remember vividly now. They found in the study that was commissioned by the CDC that vaccine administration from, 13 to 18 months or 6 to 18 months versus after 36 months, there was a 300% increase in autism, right? In the children who got it according to the schedule, right? Which is within the first 18 months, I believe, as opposed to those who got it after 36 months, right? Now, just because there's a correlation doesn't mean necessarily that there was causation.
Wait. You said they found something? What study was that?
It was a study that what's the guy named William Thompson. I've yet to read.
Okay, so let me clarify that.
Right.
No.
He did 12 people.
Yeah, no. That's not him. He's talking about Wakefield. Look, hey, bro.
12 kids.
Hey, I got you. Did you actually listen to the interview yourself? And I'm not doing a distraction. I'm just asking. I'm not trying to deflect. I'm just asking. Did you hear the interview yourself?
I got tough skin, bro. You could go in.
Okay, so did you listen to the interview yourself?
Which interview? The one where they were interviewing Hooker?
Dr. Hooker was interviewing, secretly recording William Thompson. Did you hear that interview?
No. What I saw was that they had developed a friendship. So
right. Okay. So look. So he secretly recorded him, and then he exposed him. So it wasn't really like a whistleblower. He wasn't coming out. He's been secretly recorded, and he cherry picked information. So like they even think the audio was doctored. But beside that, if you listen to it,
so Hooker used some duplicity. Then is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So he secretly recorded Thompson without his permission. And then they believed the audio was even doctored up. But besides all that,
whoa, unbiased. You sure, man? Because
that's a fact, bro.
Dude, I have the audio of William Thompson saying he felt so remorseful for being complicit. He's on audio.
No, wait. I think you're mixing up, dude. He spoke to Hooker, so he was talking to him, but he did not know he was being recorded.
Oh, yes. Okay. So when he was admitting, like, oh man, I feel so bad about the fact that I was party or complicit to omitting these findings and all that. You're saying he didn't? Wow. Okay, so he didn't know he was.
Right.
Yeah, but if that's the case, then Hooker couldn't have played those recordings then, because I think they have those recordings.
Well, that's why he don't have a medical license anymore. That's gone. Like all these guys' licenses are gone.
That's criminal. Forget about a license.
Right. So all that's still under investigation. But let me say this. So anyway, when he was trying to pitch the autism link thing, Thompson himself was trying to discourage him from going that route and told him that he should focus on trying to find a link to SIDS. What's that? Sudden infant death? Something like that. Yeah. So if you listen to the audio, he was trying to sway him to argue that. He said you got a better chance linking that, and there's nothing there either. But let's go to the findings. Okay, the findings did not say that. The findings actually said, anybody can Google this. The findings actually said there's no link to autism. So Thompson disagreed, the whistleblower, so-called whistleblower, he disagreed with the method. So he disagreed with stuff like that, but he never disagreed with the actual results. So Dr. Hooker actually got the research himself. He got it back and he tried to reenact it. And what happens is that it was really faulty. He was unqualified. He's not an epidemiologist at all. So he's unqualified for the job. And then he turned out, and his research pointed out that autism spiked amongst Black children, his pseudo information. So he actually debunked Wakefield, because Wakefield and a whole man, all that pseudo stuff, was promoting that white children were being affected by autism.
Right.
Hooker came back, did a reanalysis of what he believed what was the studies, and his studies showed that it wasn't white boys, it was Black boys. So that's how the misinformation came out. So he debunked Wakefield and all the Vax movie and all that shit.
Let me get in real quick.
Yeah.
You know that the study that Wakefield put out in the Lancet, right?
Yeah.
They had the other 12 doctors who
and they retracted it, right?
Right. The paper was retracted by the Lancet, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me, but you know, in that study, they explicitly said that this study, the conclusion of this study is not saying that there is a connection between vaccines and autism. So that particular study was actually to research if there was a connection between gastroenterological issues.
They wasn't researching that. That was Wakefield's claim. Wakefield had, and that been debunked.
No.
Like I think, yeah, like in 1998 or 2000, that was debunked already.
No. Unbiased, but that's why only point I'm making unbiased is that in the abstract of that research paper, right? What do they call when they state their objectives or what it is that they're doing the study for? Whatever the name is for that, right? They specifically said that we're looking to see if there's a possible connection between gastroenterological problems and autism, right? If there's some sort of connection. They weren't looking to see if there's a connection between autism and vaccines. That's not what that study was about. What got the paper retracted was what's the guy named Andy Wakefield in a presser, right? They did a press conference and he was asked by a reporter, do you advocate or are you a proponent of the MMR vaccine? And he answers the report and says, well, what I would suggest is that you take a single mumps vaccine. He said it should be broken up. And when he did that,
and
that's when he got on his ass.
What? No, actually, that's not true. Wakefield, now, if you know what he did, like what Unc just mentioned, he had a fake cohort study with 12 children, right, that all attended his son's birthday party. And he was caught, dude, by law firms who was going after the VICP, that free money. It was a law firm going after that money with fake claims, right? So now, they paid Wakefield $500,000 to come up with some bullshit linkage that was linking to all. I think at that time, I think he's doing mercury at that time, or the stomach shit, the gastrointestinal.
Yeah, the gastrointestinal.
Okay, right. Now, do you know he got paid $500,000 to do that?
Right. It sounds like you read Brian Deere's report, because that's what Brian Deere.
No. That's that. I didn't get that from that.
No.
That's actually, look. Unc sent me a remember that Vax thing you gave me?
Yeah.
That's on there. You could check Khan Academy. That's there. Like, that's public information. Like, the dude got paid. Like if you could Wikipedia him right now, he got paid $500,000 to come up with some pseudo shit about a linkage. And guess what? He paid the children. He actually paid the children to get samples or whatever he needed.
Like what was it, like $50 or something?
Right. So he paid them. So that's how he got suspended and stuff like that.
Right. Anyway, you know what? I kind of got diverted from.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I kind of got diverted from the overarching point that I wanted to make. Right. Yeah. Never mind the minutia of the actual study itself and whether or not there's a connection between this or whatever. If the CDC was confident, right? Let's say that study didn't prove conclusively that there was any kind of causation between autism and vaccines. The problem is that they omitted the findings, and
No. That's not what happened. Because again, Hooker, how was you got to explain this to me then? How was Hooker able to do a reanalysis if he didn't have everything? He had all the research. Now this is what happened.
Right, he got it from Thompson.
No, not from Thompson. No, see, you missing some stuff. What they did was this. They had this. It was alleged that they had discarded information. They shredded information, right? You heard about that, right? Okay. Now
I don't know.
Right. Okay. Now that was misleading. Now all you guys know, when you write essays, whatever like that, you're gonna, or if you're taking notes, you're gonna have your notes, and then you're gonna put your notes on some type of data, electronic, and you're gonna discard your notes. That's all they did. They discarded what they didn't need anymore. It's like redundant information. They discarded that. Hooker act like they was hiding something. So he was able, you guys can Google this, he was able to retract all that stuff. And he did another analysis. So he had all the information.
There was redacted. there were pages of that study that was redacted. When you look at the original study,
where are you getting this from, by the way?
I mean, it's stuff I've been reading on the internet.
Yeah, because that doesn't seem accurate to what's actually published and it's out there.
No, but yeah, there are pages that were redacted. When you compare the side by side from what was released by the CDC, right, and it went in front of Congress, and the lady said, "Yeah, everything is okay. There's no connection." Compared to what Hooker put out, there was absolutely redacted information. Like,
no. Okay, I think you missed what I said. Well, his findings. Now, mind you, how you gonna get around this? He was unqualified to even do another analysis. He's not an epidemiologist at all. So he doesn't even know how to do a large core study. Like what could he go off? He's not qualified to do anything like that at all. That's not his field.
Okay, it seems like we're completely disparate here as to the actual material facts of what happened. Like,
I need you to source up on that one.
Yeah, we're on polar ends here. I'm on my phone, so I can't even.
All right, so I'm gonna source up for you then.
Right, because let me tell you where I got it from. Right.
Now,
so
I'm on CDC, by the way.
Huh?
No, go ahead and finish, and I'm gonna source up for you.
And I was reading I wasn't reading. I was actually watching a YouTube video where I believe it was what's the guy's name?
It's probably anti-vaxxer.
No, I haven't seen that one, but one of those guys, I think it was Hooker, was being interviewed, and
the pseudo guy.
His testimony, right, is that I'm sorry, it wasn't him. It was Andy Wakefield and two other people talking about the William Thompson case, and what their claim is that when Hooker reached out to Thompson and said, "Hey, my kid's autistic. Can you help me? What's going on?" Thompson initially said, "Hey, there's nothing I could do." 12 years later, Thompson comes back. No, I'm just getting.
Wait. You're skipping one thing. Thompson guided him how to file a suit. He guided him how to file.
Right, that's what I was getting to him by.
Right, he filed a suit, and the suit didn't come. It was no good. I'm gonna tell you why. Let me get my paper again.
Because he filed on the Freedom of Information Act.
So what cases you trying to make right now?
The only case I'm trying to make is if the CDC willfully redacted information that was relevant, right, that could possibly, right, show a correlation between autism and vaccines.
Totally false,
huh?
That's totally false. You got to source up.
No. Hold on. He just asked me a question, unbiased, as what point I'm trying to make.
I'm gonna show you something. Go
Let
ahead.
me. All right, just let me get the point out that I'm making, and then you go in.
Yeah, go ahead.
You asked me, right? You said, "What am I getting at here?" Yeah. Right. So what I'm getting at here, if it is in fact true that CDC redacted information from a study that they commissioned,
Okay.
right? That had material facts that was relevant, right? If that is true, I'm not saying it is or not.
Let's say it is. Keep going. We're gonna give you that. Go ahead.
Right. If it is true, then that is a serious malfeasance, and it invalidates their integrity
Okay.
severely. And that's the issue they're on. Now, for the pseudos, as y'all call them, they're going, that's something they would just latch on to like a shark.
I'm gonna beat that
Watch
up.
this.
Lion.
Watch this. We're not depending on the CDC alone. I hope you understand this. This is what makes science undefeated. Because it's not just the CDC. This is what's important. That you have scientists from all around the world, right? That's trying to figure out if there's a link.
The World Health Organization,
vaccines
the WHO,
and autism. Not just the CDC, it's just one organization.
Yeah, the World Health Organization, the WHO, the WHO.
But you got just independent scientists, everything. Just like when they talk about you didn't go to the moon. So we look at the independent sources that wasn't fucking with, excuse my language, that wasn't even dealing with NASA. We'll just go to all out. You can go to Wikipedia and type in outside sources that prove we went to the moon, like other countries, all that. We don't even need NASA to prove they went to the moon. That's the point it makes. So we don't need the CDC at all. You can say they was all discredited, crazy, and then now let's deal with the other sciences that weighed in. That's why science is so beautiful and lovely. It never depends on one thing, one item, one group. One group is, it never depends on that, bro.
Now, but that's actually false as well. So I pulled up my Thompson file. You dig? So now this is from.
What's false? Hold on. What's false?
I said my Thompson file. You know, because trust me.
No, you say that. I finished speaking. You say that's false.
No, I'm talking about as far as like the hypothetical.
What I put out there.
Yeah, the hypothetical scenario that is a link. Now, first of all, how do you address the 654,000 cohort study in Denmark where they showed no link to autism, and that's the latest research.
I'm biased, but did you get
what about in black children? In Denmark, did they test black children?
Okay,
why
you might have missed this.
Wait. The difference between black children.
Yeah, you might have missed what I said about the black children. That was Pseudo that Will Hooker did. The reanalysis that he did, that was Pseudo. That came up saying black children had were more susceptible to autism. Period. So now the vaccine thing is not even a question. It's just like, okay, first of all, do you know that the autism thing is scientifically called a genetic issue?
I've heard that before, but I've also heard that they don't have the etiology on autism right now. That's the overwhelming.
Wait.
Consensus. They don't know what causes.
No. They asked no. You need to go back. No, they. If you have a brother, okay, like let's say you had a child.
The twin experiment. And
right, the twins thing. Right. If you have a brother, you're like 50% more likely. Yeah. But that still is an etiology unbiased. That still isn't them knowing the exact catalyst.
Wait. A lot of things play, bro. A lot of things plays into it. They don't know what specifically causes. A lot of things plays into it, but they know for a fact that genetics play a part in it. They know for a fact,
and they know some chemicals and
right. The environment. They know the environment plays a part. But they say genetics.
Women are taking during pregnancy. Some type of psychological drugs that could affect the fetus and cause autism.
Your diet may contribute. A poor diet may contribute to that.
But I'm biased. Again, remember, my overarching point isn't about the viability of the argument of whether there's a nexus between vaccines and autism. Like push that aside.
But that is a waste of time then.
Right. But
no, not at all.
I got what he's saying. He's saying that he believes that what was discarded, which is not true.
What was redacted is just like
listen. Why were the organization dedicated for disease control? Because that's what they came. They came up doing the smallpox vaccine. They started the CDC. Why would they do that?
Have no clue on.
Okay.
Y'all there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so that's my over. All right, because like I said, trust is a big thing, right?
Yo, I just wanted to say, like, it's definitely a trust thing because it's not even about what's in the ingredients, but it's about who is producing this shit. Like, we can't trust white people with what's going in our children. Shit.
Where do you shop
That's a
at,
big
brother?
risk.
Where do you shop at, brother, for your food?
You got to get rid of that track phone, my boy.
No, hold on. Hold on. Where do you shop for your food? Where do you shop at?
You asking me,
No, I'm asking Average Savage. Where you shop at?
I shop at McDonald's.
No, seriously.
Yeah, I'm serious. Until I'm able to shop at Sprouts and eat at Whole Foods every day, I'm eating Popeye's chicken sandwiches like everybody else caught in the diaspora.
So what the hell are you talking about then?
What am I talking about? It's called aspirations. Don't you have dreams and goals you want to accomplish in life that you didn't get to yet?
No, I'm not gonna beat a person down and not vaccinate my children based off of that, though. I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm not gonna trust. Listen, it don't make sense to continue to give your kids McDonald's and all that, and then on one hand say I don't trust them enough to give them vaccines. That don't make no sense at all. Why you trying to inspire and reach your aspirations? Protect the babies, yo. You're susceptible to people like Young Pharaoh.
What are these vaccinations for our babies for that we can't cure our own children with? What is these diseases that these babies have?
Wait. So an adjuvant. Okay, naturally your immune system is dormant, because there are no invaders. Okay, so now if there's an epidemic of a disease that, like the measles, right now is just popping everywhere. I don't know. Now look, that homeopathic pathology. I don't know why you didn't bring this up. Where is that in Eastern Europe, in Africa right now, with those huge populations of, the huge, population is dealing with measles right now, the outbreak of measles. Where are these home remedies? 2,000 babies died from measles. We propose vaccinations, and I know the United States is basically eradicated to some degree. Matter of fact, 90% of measles come from Eastern Europe, by the way. Like 90% of the cases come from Eastern Europe. So America pretty much don't deal with that. And that's because of vaccination, young brother. So if we know vaccinations work, that can basically eradicate measles, what do you propose to help out over there in Africa? When we know vaccinations work, why would we go with an alternative, some old reinvent the wheel type stuff? Why not just go with what works? What cases do you have that you have homeopathology curing measles or eradicating measles? Like, where's the evidence for that? 2,000 babies died. They ain't waiting on that.
You right on your point, but I still feel as though natural medicine is better. Natural self-regeneration is better.
Give us the evidence. Give us the evidence of that, though. We ain't worrying about. We're not worrying about what you feel like. Because you can feel like you want to.
All right, I'm on mute.
Hey, was that Haskell?
Question.
Is that you, Haskell?
Yeah, that's this. Yeah, this is me.
Now look, Haskell, before you go, I did say that the strongest argument will be this.
I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, so I did say this. I did say that a pseudo strongest argument is the CDC whistleblower, and that's why Unc put me on that.
Yeah, because that's a huge thing. Because
that is the strongest. Yeah,
it's like when I used to smoke, right? When I used to smoke weed, my mom's Jamaican, and she's a proper Jamaican, uptown, very straight edge. When she found out I was smoking weed, that thing is gonna make you crazy. It's gonna, you're gonna grow an arm. You're gonna grow another arm. That's outlandish stuff, right? Now, mind you, there are very there are good reasons why you shouldn't be smoking weed.
Right.
But if you tell me something that is untrue, just as a means justifying the ends, you want me to stop smoking, so you're just gonna tell me some crazy shit, I can stop. Now I find out that what you told me is a lie. Now I'm inclined to go back to smoking. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to correlate that with the CDC thing, you know, if these findings aren't don't mean anything and there's no connection, don't redact anything, because now.
Wait, they didn't redact anything. Like, I don't know where you got that from, but there was no redaction. I don't know where that's coming from.
Yeah, go get that. Go find that.
Yeah, I already explained what they did. They jotted down notes, and this is what you do, like scrap notes. They jotted down notes, and then they apply. Then they put it on some type of electronic device, to back it up. You don't need the notes anymore. You discard those or file them away. But the original scrap paper, you trash that and you write down.
I'm gonna hop off real quick. And look it up.
Yeah, please, and then source up. Because I guarantee you, there's no credible source. I guarantee you, everybody in the chat, there's no credible source that supports that. None. It's gonna be Wakefield's own writing.
No, not Wakefield. He isn't involved in the William Thompson thing.
No, but they source each other. I'm saying they don't have any sources, so they source each other. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Y'all going talking, man. I'm gonna do my little.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna hold back a lot, Haskell. On this.
I already know. Y'all can't.
But I'm definitely waiting for that. The CDC whistleblower. I'm definitely waiting for it because we got some stuff on that.
All right, it sounds like y'all might be ready, man. Maybe I'm underestimating y'all boys, man.
I think a lot of people are, because they see white folks over there with titles that have been stripped from them.
Degrees.
They got stripped titles.
I'm not even worried about no damn doctor. How about this? When I go to the doctors, I want to see the scientific studies that he's using when he's talking about me and what's going on with me. Can I see that journal? Is it a published journal? Did y'all know y'all could do that, right? Did y'all know that? You know what I'm saying? What are you using to make the diagnosis? Is it published? Is it published? Come on, man. It's the same thing. Don't stop, man. It don't stop. I don't care if you die white with a black wife and a doctorate degree. So what? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the information we dealing with right here. What journal are you reading this in that would make you inclined to think that this is what this is? What are you using? And they're gonna give it to you. Simple as that. But look, man, I'm out of here, man. It's been a minute.
Hey, let me address true story. True story. They didn't get stripped for 4 years of medical school. You're right. But once you deviate from what you've been taught, you're now pseudo. You're not incredible anymore. You're incredible.
Yeah, you're not incredible.
Once you deviate from what you've been taught.
You got to be careful with that, though, unbiased, because some of that is you ain't towing the line. Meaning these, huh?
Made that up.
Wait. Say it again.
No, some of that is when a doctor goes rogue, right? For lack of a better term, and the medical community at large brands them a pseudo or a quack or somebody who they just lost it or whatever. Some of that is like, yo, you ain't, it's like some gangbanging shit too.
Now, well, when you go rogue, Haskell, don't you got to have information with you?
Yeah, but they have the info. It's just like when people put sources sometimes to y'all shit. Y'all, hey man, this source pseudo.
Right.
You feel me?
Because it is.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you're of a certain opinion and you're strong in your conviction, it don't matter often what a person presents to you.
Right.
No. Wait, that's not true. If that was true, then why did Hooker take the same information that the CDC is using to debunk autism and links with vaccination?
I got it for y'all, unbiased, because I know y'all got to go.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I know you got to go. Goddamn, I don't know how to copy this shit, man. This is Brian Hooker's official statement.
Yeah.
Shit, man. I don't know how to put this damn thing in the link, man.
Put it in the chat room.
Huh?
Put it in the chat right
there.
On
the back chat. Okay. All right. Hold on.
Right there.
I'm like a damn senior citizen with this technology, man. I'm acting like Sarnetta and shit, bro.
Oh, man.
Dog, how you work this thing? Brian Hooker's official. Hold on, man. Shit, man. I don't know how to put this down. Okay, hold on. I think I got it.
Yo, say, hey, just don't trust white people. Go right to McDonald's. The hell?
Yeah, that was crazy.
The hell?
Yo, man, if y'all understand, how can I explain it? How can I explain it, man? I'm trying to earn enough income so I can have a stable foundation where I won't go broke shopping at Whole Foods and Sprouts.
Yeah, but why you can't just go to ShopRite?
They don't have organic fruits and vegetables at ShopRite, bro.
Wait. So why not just get what you can, which is better than McDonald's?
Yeah,
it don't last. It don't last. I try over and over again. Unless you have a stable income.
Wait. Fast food is expensive for one. That's expensive. It's more expensive than grocery shopping. Just go to ShopRite or Aldi's. Aldi's got cheap food.
Hey man, I can't figure this out, man. I'ma just tell you what I put into Google, and I'm gonna just read it right quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so it says Dr. Brian Hooker's official statement regarding William Thompson.
And we get the source.
It's on a website called focusforhealth.org. All right, so here it goes.
What?
Focusforhealth.org.
All right, hold on. Oh man, you falling off. You falling off.
I'm breaking up.
No, you falling off with the source. Focus.
Wait. Hey, Haskell, say it one more time, please.
Hold on, man. Focus what?
Just Google Brian Hooker's official statement.
I want the website. I want to see what kind of website you're working with. Focus.
Focusforhealth.org. / Dr. Brian Hooker statement. William Thompson. I mean, if it's his official statement, it's his official statement.
Okay, yeah, but that source got to be official too, though.
I mean, we ready to go anyway, so we ain't really got time to vet, you know. But let me read it. Right.
I have a website that has all these quacks, Swazis in the queue. So
all right, I'm biased. I'm gonna read it right quick, and being that you've been doing the work, you'll know if it match up.
All
right, so here goes. Dr. William Thompson, senior scientist at the CDC and Prevention Center, contacted me during 2013 and 2014 and shared many issues regarding fraud and malfeasance in the CDC, specifically regarding the link between neurodevelopmental disorders and childhood vaccines. Dr. Thompson and I spoke on the phone more than 40 times over a 10-month period, and he shared thousands of pages of CDC documents with me. Eventually, Dr. Thompson turned this information over to Congress via Representative Bill Posey of Florida. Among the issues discussed in the phone conversations were lies told to the public by the CDC regarding the link between thimerosal containing vaccines and neurodevelopmental disorders, including autism, as well as the links between MMR vaccine and autism in African American males, and the MMR vaccine and isolated autism. Isolated autism is the term coined by the CDC researchers referring to all children who receive an autism diagnosis without additional diagnoses of mental retardation, cerebral palsy, visual impairment, or hearing impairment. And I'm going to stop there because it's
okay. Now look. Let me address that. Now, do you know what Hooker is doing is some scam stuff? Do you know he's popping a lot of trash because Thompson can't reply? He lawyered up, so he cannot make any official statements. So now Hooker's running with that. He's making all top types of claims and saying a whole bunch of stuff because Thompson can't legally reply. So he's just saying what he wants to say now, and he's speaking for Thompson. Thompson can't defend himself. So like that's very cowardly.
Why Thompson can't defend himself?
Because he lawyered up. He's not advised to speak anymore on this. Yo, I said the investigation is still going on. This case isn't closed. Like they're still investigating to see what happened. This is an ongoing case.
That's wild. Hey, but y'all boys do y'all thing, man. Y'all, you sound like y'all might have it together, man. I don't want them crackers to Them crackers will bust y'all head open, man.
Man, they gonna bust our head like the Chapman bust our head open on saw nutters, man.
I believe that they might have some stuff, you know, that we gotta, you know, really deep down in, dig deep to, you know, attack.
They're not gonna have published journals to support anything they're talking.
Yeah, they won't have any sources though, Haskell. That's the only thing.
On,
like,
Haskell.
they're gonna source each other.
Yeah, when they talking crazy.
I mean, the sources ultimately still come back to people, though, right?
No, come on, Haskell, you gotta stop that, man. That's what you gotta stop.
It's a person that.
How do you don't understand why science is undefeated? Why don't you get it?
You're funny, bro. But
yeah, you should get that. Listen, you should understand because it's not one person, it's not one race, it's not one idea, it's not one nothing, and it's always open. It's undefeated.
I feel you, my boy, but what I'm saying is,
what are you saying? Did if everybody lying anyway, then fuck it. It don't matter because everybody lying.
What I'm saying is, if these guys are MDs, right?
They're not MDs. Show me the MDs.
None of them are MDs. They're all PhDs.
Man, they quacks.
What are they? What are they degreed or licensed in?
Not a damn thing being a quack. Trying to act like they something they not.
Now one of them ain't got a license or a degree?
No, hell no. What did you think? Anybody running around here anti-vaccine, anti-science gonna get a come on, man.
I thought y'all said they was PhDs though.
That's another talking that.
What the fuck? So hold on, man. Are you serious?
Nigga, look on the flyer. This is what I want you to do next time you come on the show. Look on the flyer and get all their names, and I want you to know something about each one of them when you come back on. Can you do that?
Oh, this supposed to be easy work for y'all then, man. I thought y'all was going against some MDs and PhDs and shit.
What MD?
Right, I swear they was going up against PhDs.
Listen, what PhD did you know that's against vaccines?
Bro, I was ready to pay my $35, man. This shit don't sound.
Listen,
you know
I get it. Now you're missing it. You're missing the point. I'm being facetious.
Oh, so they do got PhDs.
Man, they got PhD in quackery, yo. They quacks.
Man, you
have
playing.
a PhD and be a quack, yo.
Hey, Haskell, the dude, Dr. James Lyons, he is, or I don't know if he was, but he used to be a geneticist. So I don't know if he still is or not. So he is a doctor.
What's his name?
They have any epidemiologists on their
Nah, they ain't gonna have that.
Hell no. What is it? James what?
James Lyons, Dr. James Lyons.
Spell it. I got Lion. I want to get that right.
So
hey, where my dog X at, Huh? Where my dog X at, man?
On black ice.
Y'all done excommunicated my boy?
No, I was talking to him earlier today.
I talk to him every day.
We had a little good discussion on it.
Lion, spell that.
Lyons.
Can't believe y'all, man. Look at his face.
Damn, boy, I might need a vaccine. I'm coughing like a bitch.
Yeah, look at you. You don't want no vaccine, about to die from the flu.
I got pertussis in this bitch.
That's funny as a motherfucker, yo.
Yeah, but again, I think y'all dismissing that Denmark study, and like that's not very genuine of y'all. 654,000 children.
Oh, drop that in the thing for me, unbiased, if you can.
I'm not a moderator, so I won't be able to drop anything in there.
I heard Dr. Maya talking about that same study, the 650,000.
Yeah, I mean,
man, you still on the autism? You think it's a remote possibility, huh? As of 2020, and ain't nothing been proven. Ain't none of that shit been proven.
Just doing due diligence, bro.
You supposed to. Damn right.
You know.
Don't get on my nerves in the process. Shit.
Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen for Haskell for 1 second. Okay, here we go. Right there.
Do your due diligence. That I can't knock you from doing.
All right, so Haskell, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, so you see the website.
International cohort study.
So
got it. Okay.
All right. So you see I got all these tabs and everything, so my computer's acting real slow right now. So here we go. All right.
Oh, what that say? You got Pornhub up there, dog?
Not on this laptop, my other one though. Dig. Okay.
You talking about James Lyon Watt Wheeler, right?
Yeah, that's him.
James Wheeler is an anti-vax PH with 0 qualifications of immunology, neurology, infectious disease, and autism, and viral.
That's one of the cats. Oh,
yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna spend my little $35 then, man. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. You know how everybody be wanting to see Mayweather get his ass bust?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all don't block me or nothing, dog. In a kind of sadistic way, I kind of want to see y'all boys. I kind of want to see y'all boys get bust up, man.
But we not gonna get bust up. Listen,
I love y'all though.
But by white boys?
Let me tell you why we not gonna get busted up, yo.
Because for the cracker, dog. I don't know what's going on.
Listen, because we can go home and look up everything they said, just like I just did Phil.
So this is it right here. I'm gonna make it bigger so you see.
Wait a minute. Do you hear my point?
Yeah, I heard you.
Right. Everything that they saying, that motherfucker, we will do the review on it.
So Haskell, can you see it now?
Yeah, I can see it.
It should be large enough we can read it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay. So now, and guess what? Your boy Wakefield's on these studies too, by the way. Before he went quack, he's actually in some of these studies.
And that's the thing. Unbiased. A person can't be legit and viable, and then suddenly because they take a stance.
Yeah. Okay. Look. Let me explain like this.
Just because they take a stance opposing, all of a sudden now they magically transform into a quack. So he want to quack. He want to quack. 5 years.
No. Yeah. Wait. Okay. Now I just said GMPs and pharmaceutical companies. You know, I think that's good manufacturing procedures or processes, right? So now you have batch making, right? You have the chemists there, and you got people who batch make, who put the chemicals together to create flavors, whatever you want. You have to have a specific amount of this, that, and you will always make what you're going to make, Tylenol, whatever. Once one guy say, I got another idea, we should add this to it or that, or take this out. He'll get fired because he'll be seen as somebody who's not following what was working. That was working. So he'll get out of there. Right. So now, as long as you was doing everything correctly, you're right. You will be credible. So, and your work will be, there for everybody to see. But once you go off and start doing your own thing, you will get fired, and you will no longer look at somebody as credible from that day on.
But unbiased. That's a matter of perspective, dog. That's like two niggas falling out. They used to hang with each other all the time, and then they get to talk. Oh, that nigga was a fuck nigga. He a hoe. All right, you were just hanging out with him. So he wasn't the whole time.
Haskell, well, you got to do this then. Your boys got to do this. They have to go do their own study. Go get their own children. Then don't pay them, and don't be paid $500,000. Do it genuinely, like the CDC and everybody else. Do it genuinely. Go out there and go do your own cohort study, and come back and show a link where the other scientists can go look at it and verify it. Because right now there's no links anywhere for any vaccine or anything.
No, there is none. They don't have.
Right. So
cannot conclusively, substantiate an etiology between vaccines and autism. They can't, right? Let me ask you this though, unbiased. How do you feel about him, Wakefield, right, saying that MMR would be safer broken up? Do you think?
Now that's pseudo too. Now you're talking about overload. You're talking about immunization.
We talking about I'm out of here, man.
Yeah. So Haskell, I got you covering that too next time. But that's also pseudo.
Hey, man.
There's no such thing as too many, Haskell.
Check out the
All right,
GoFundMe
y'all
link,
boys.
man. Put that GoFundMe link back in there.
Hey, Haskell, there's no such thing as too many. No such thing.
No. He's not saying that the amount. What he's saying is, as opposed to combining measles, mumps, and
I
rubella
got you.
vaccine,
That's pseudo to separate. That's pseudo.
man, that's you be killing, you be wearing that word out, bro. But
Bruh.
y'all,
Bruh, Haskell, you asked a question or you made a comment, and I said the scientists, the experts had already did the studies on that, and they show that the MMR and other things like that, it does not hurt the babies at all. The babies has to be exposed to certain, like for example, like you shouldn't be wiping baby hands and getting them off the rug. They got to be exposed to dirt so that the immune system can build. They have a strong immune system, stronger than you think. That's science. But
right.
we think because it's a baby, it has a weak immune system. It's not. They could
MMR is patented, right?
Huh?
MMR, is it patented, MMR?
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Wakefield, look, did you know Wakefield was trying to patent his own little wait, hold on.
Is it or is it?
Wait.
I know about that. He was trying to get his own, he was trying to patent his own little shit.
Now look, so that's in the discussion from that point on with that guy. Hey, do you know he was trying to
listen though,
wait, Haskell, hold on, because you brought something to you gotta know Wakefield was trying to debunk vaccines as a cause to autism, right? But on the low, he patented his own thing, and he was going to compete. So he tried to discredit the CDC and what they had, and he's going to produce his own vaccination and make billions off that. That's what he's trying to do. So he had a conflict of interest. This guy was just shady from the door. Now you said a patent. Well, what about the patent?
Is it? No, I'm asking. Is it patent? Is it patented or no?
What's that?
MMR.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay, because I think Merck owns the patent. You know, don't quote me on that though. Hey, but y'all boys have a good night, man. I know.
Man, we out here, man. Appreciate the chat. Everybody coming through. I think I put the GoFundMe. Did I put the damn GoFundMe?
Peace.
All right, bro.
Thanks for the class, I learned a lot today.
Hey, man, if you ever hit a rusty nail, man, go get the tetanus shot, man. Don't think Vesper's gonna save you, yo.
And well, I ain't worrying about no shot. I lived this long without vaccines,
bro. Consider how these are.
How old are you? Hold on. How old are you?
25.
You saying your mother never vaccinated you? Tell the truth.
Unwillingly. Didn't all our mothers vaccinated?
Right. Have you ever had the chicken pox?
Yes.
Have you ever had the measles?
Oatmeal bath. No.
You ever had the measles? You ever
No,
had the
sir.
mumps?
No.
Rubella.
All right. There you have it. So you caught the chicken pox because they ain't nothing 100%.
Meningitis. You ever had meningitis?
No, I don't know. Stupid. Listen. So if you caught the chicken pox, right? Correct?
As soon as I say oatmeal bath, you're gonna call me pseudo, so I know where this is going.
Oh, oatmeal bath? What you talking about? What is that? Why you say oatmeal bath?
Chicken pox?
Yeah.
I hopped in the oatmeal bath. That shit cleared up in one day.
How you know you had chicken pox?
I hopped in the oatmeal bath when I had chicken pox.
Yeah, who diagnosed you with chicken
pox? How you know you had chicken pox? Just curious.
Red small dots all over your body, man.
No, that could be bed bugs. I ain't trying to be funny, but that could be bed bugs.
You gotta get diagnosed. Right, you can't just say I got chicken pox, dumped in oatmeal bath, the next day it was gone. That ain't chicken pox, yo. You tripping. That ain't happening.
Bed bugs.
It was chicken pox. It was chicken pox. Bed bugs spread all over your body.
Bro.
No, you might have had smallpox. You might have had smallpox.
And even if
you might have had cowpox.
And even if I had smallpox. That shit cleared up in one day with an oatmeal bath. So either way.
All right, so you got you should win. You got it. So, you can get rid of that shit in one day, nigga.
So why don't you go get it? Why don't you just confirm your suspicion? A party. If you thought you had chicken pox, like instead of being in doubt, why don't you just go get a diagnosis? So now if you really do have it, you have the paperwork, and then you took an oatmeal bath, and now it's more convincing. But right now, you don't know what you had, do you? You're
I
not a
couldn't have been
doctor.
an allergic reaction or something, yo.
Yeah.
Like, come on, yo. Like you know, doctors be mixed diagnosing chicken pox and mumps and all that shit these days.
Right.
Because it ain't even around, yo. So I don't know how the hell you can diagnose yourself and know what it was you had. Seriously.
Easy. I got a brain.
It could
I
be-
got a
it-
brain, so I use it.
No, we're not gonna. You know
I
what?
was-
We're not
I was
gonna.
born
wait.
at 9 years old.
We're not
Wait,
gonna
wait,
buy
wait.
that. I
Hey,
thought you actually went and.
Hey, hey, Haskell, have you ever heard of impetigo?
You got me beat.
Haskell, you heard of impetigo?
Haskell got me. You got me, Haskell.
Haskell, can you hear me?
He can hear you.
Why you not responding?
He is. He thinking.
Impetigo is a common and highly contagious skin infection that mainly affects infants and children. Impetigo usually appears as red sores on the face, especially around the child's nose and mouth, and on hands and feet. The sores burst and develop honey-colored crust.
Does an oatmeal bath cure those symptoms?
All right, bro. I don't know about that.
Hey, I put the GoFundMe link in there, man. Y'all go ahead, drop your $5, $20, $100, whatever you got, man. I appreciate that support, man. Go to abgware.com. Go to Ad Edit Made Productions. Once again, go to abgware.com.
So what you do for the flu?
He drunk some honey, man. Some
Bed
lemon,
rest.
man. What's wrong with you, man?
What you do for the flu?
Bed rest. What? Come to Rite Aid, get a free flu shot. No, thank you, nigga. I'm going to sleep. I'm gonna sleep this shit off. I'm gonna sweat it out. Play some sports. Play some football, basketball. Sweat the cold out. Damn.
Why you getting? Wait, do you have allergies?
Nope. He just ain't doing it, yo. He got his locks rocking, yo. He in there, yo.
Hey, party. You don't have allergies, dude?
Straight.
Do you have allergies, party?
No allergies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get your meningitis shot?
And when the incident happened,
when you was like 12, did you get a meningitis shot?
I mean, if your parents take you to the hospital, you're getting a shot. Who knows what it's for? I don't remember recalling getting a meningitis shot. I don't recall.
My question
I don't recall.
is,
my parents.
listen,
What you say?
I'm saying my point is your ass ain't dead. Whatever it was you got, you ain't dead. All the shots you got, you ain't dead. So that's the proof point that they obviously wasn't trying to kill you, yo, because you ain't dead.
Yeah, how'd you take an oatmeal bath, by the way? Like, did you take a whole bunch of brown sugar and apple spice and cinnamon and put in the bathtub?
You never had an oatmeal bath before?
Never. I want to know, like, how'd you do that?
Do some oatmeal.
I filled. Right. God, you want me to provide evidence? Let me Google oatmeal bath for you. Let me provide evidence.
I'm Googled out.
Wait.
No. You want sources?
Wait. Hey, party.
You want
party.
sources?
Party. Last question. Party.
Last question. Hey, everybody, look, get out there, man. I put that.
Last question, party. How'd you know oatmeal baths work for chickenpox? Party. How'd you know oatmeal baths